up in Tampa.
When Will Wellachek shows up in Tampa, I'm jumping ship. I'm gonna be honest.
Your description of your new job just made it sound like that's what you do.
Sex is easy, bro. Sex is dumb easy. You just bend over and take.
COVID hasn't got you down yet?
I couldn't give a fuck about COVID. I drink.
It doesn't have you down yet? It doesn't give you anxiety. What?
Look, man.
What?
I'll tell you what, man. Like the second the second I don't have to, and when I say have to, I mean, in order for me to get into an establishment, I have to wear a mask.
You have to wear everywhere you go.
As soon as I don't see those signs anymore, I'm ripping the fucking thing off.
Me too.
I'm
Me
sorry. Call it what it is. Comment whatever. Fuck you. You're an idiot. Like, you're just a fucking idiot. You think you gotta? Especially like the people that wear them either when they're just walking outside in the fucking like nature, or they're in their own cars with their windows rolled up.
Right.
What are you gonna give yourself fucking coronavirus?
But
like,
but don't you think that that's
you're an
something with
idiot.
them, like helping them cope with all this news that they're
I
seeing
don't
and all
care
this
what
stuff?
I don't care what they got to cope with. Get on a boat and go somewhere. Like, go get to your.
But
own
where are
little
they going to
island.
go?
Their own little COVID.
Quarantine themselves away
their
from
own
the
little
population.
paranoid COVID.
So are you in
island.
the sense of like, so do you not want to spread it, or are you just annoyed by the people who are taking it too
I'm not
seriously?
100% sure that there's even anything to spread. Just being honest.
You might get us kicked off YouTube talking like that.
So
I'm
we
gonna
should
post
switch
it though.
the fucking
I'm gonna
topic.
post it. I'm gonna post it though.
We probably will get kicked off because why? Why would we get kicked off? Because that's
Because they kick people off
Because that's
talking-
not the narrative. Fuck off. I hate it. And then there's people, you're gonna trigger my anxiety. You're gonna trigger my trigger, bitch. Like,
Oh, Jimmy jumped on it. Jimmy jumped on it. Well, you know.
other than dealing with these, I'm sorry.
Have you had anyone?
Morons,
Have you had anybody like tell you to put your mask on when you're like walking up? Do you put your mask on in the car and then walk up, or do you like
I do it.
wait until you get there and then you put it on?
I do it as soon as I enter the fucking
Facility
like, the
where
facility.
where if
Well,
they
I
can
have
kick
to
you
do
out,
it.
I'm gonna where you have to do
Like,
it.
I'll swing the door open. It's still hanging off one ear.
Right.
Because I'll put it on one ear and I'll swing the door open before I walk in. I'll put the fucking.
But where do you
gimmick
think?
on.
'Cause where do you think there should be a line? Because
Because
obviously,
like, I'm not gonna challenge. I'm not gonna be that guy. That's like, I'm gonna test it and not wear it until somebody says something.
Right.
I'm not gonna be that guy.
But you're
right?
being-
I'll do it because I know that those are the rules, right?
Right.
I'll do it.
right. But you're at least being reasonable. You're meeting them in the middle with it. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
just-
I don't like it.
The
but
second Larry Hogan's fat ass comes out there and goes, "You don't have to wear it anymore," fuck, I'm burning it.
Right.
Like,
right.
I have no reason to wear it.
Right. Right.
As soon as it's not required by law, because you're still gonna have those people that are gonna be like, "Well, no, I wouldn't. It's still not safe. You still gotta wear a mask." Eat my shit.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at on that. I don't know about you, but that's where I'm at. That's just my opinion.
I guess they're like, I'm gonna go around this fucking guy. So he starts going around me, hits my fucking mirror, and I'm like, well, he's gonna stop. I had never been more wrong in my fucking life.
He didn't stop.
He was
He
like,
didn't stop.
it was almost as if he was like, fuck that nigga's mirror. And he just kept going. And I'm like,
Bob couldn't handle it.
I'm like, hold up. There's cars up there. He can't get through those cars. Again, I've never been more wrong in my fucking life. I was like, how these fucking cars get between all those cars? And I was like, you're not going to stop? Well, I'm going to go, nigga. So I started chasing the motherfucker in my car. And like, I guess he realizes I'm fucking following him. And he's just like, he doesn't want to be caught. So he's fucking dipping through fucking streets. And I'm like, I'm following him. And I almost crashed at one point, hitting this really tight turn. But we get to Hanover Street.
Bob was seeing red.
Before the
Yeah.
bridge. Yes,
He took your mirror and he kept going.
we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But yes, I am, blood is all I see. I want this person dead. Like, so we're driving, and I'm like, I can't fucking get his fucking tag or whatever. Like, I'm trying to take a picture of it. I'm trying to drive at like probably 80 miles an hour on a fucking 25 mile an hour street. So So I'm like, I'm about to do some GTA shit. So his car's here on the right. I pull up to the left of it. I fucking tap his shit. I try to tap his shit. His back to like get his shit out of
GTA.
I tried to do this shit, bro. I tried to do this shit. But I guess he was used to that GTA shit. And he stopped just before I hit him. So my shit was like, skirt. And my shit hit the guardrail like, boom. And my shit, I was like, fuck. And they just drove off. And I was like, motherfucker. So I get out the car.
He beat him.
I get out the car and I'm like, ain't this some shit? And like I see like fluid and shit. I see my car crumpled into the guardrail. At this time I don't know what's what.
Literally
but I've been
crumpled.
like, let me get the fuck out of the car because I see the fluid. Call the cops. Cops eventually show up. Didn't take them too long because the police station's right down the street. But yeah,
Man,
we're going through all this shit. Hold on, we're gonna get to that shit. We're going through all this shit. And I'm like, I wasn't drinking. Of course I didn't tell him everything that just fucking happened.
Right.
I was like, yeah, somebody hit me. And whatever. I didn't tell him everything.
You were officer. You were watching police. You saw police do that on cops. Hey, gotcha. Here's Bob Hollywood's going to attempt the pit maneuver.
He saw that shit on cops too. He was like, not today, nigga.
That guy was smart enough.
That's brilliant, man. So we're sitting there talking.
All you had to do was hit your. I didn't know that.
Apparently.
I want to know
Apparently.
that. I would have tried to do the
Let me
same
see the
thing.
cops pulling the pit maneuver, bitch.
So now you know. He actually helped you out.
But while we're there, while I'm talking to the officer, this car comes up, like a different car, and like these people get out the car, and I'm at my car. The officer's at his car is like a few. I can't hear what they're saying necessarily, and then they get in their car and they leave, and the officer's like, "You sure you weren't drinking?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I was working all night. Of course I wasn't drinking." And he's like, "Well, they just told me such and such," and I was like, "I don't know who the fuck they were. Like, nobody was here, so I'm assuming that was the niggas that pulled that reverse pit maneuver, hopped in a different car, and they were like, yeah, this nigga was wildin', like,
Or maybe it's somebody that saw
themselves. Well, if you
They saw
had seen the whole thing,
So
the
they-
officer probably would have said something completely different.
so
Like,
they-
oh, you want to be a cop, nigga? Well, you going to jail today.
I trust her. That's the biggest part. That's the biggest part of friendship. Trust.
It's like you say my balls were too big like the first year, but in the end, your pussy was too fat in the second year.
Oh my God!
Hold up.
Oh
Hold
my
up.
God!
Whilst I do not have a pussy, that sounds like a compliment. Like, who doesn't like a fat pussy? Like, I don't want it to be, oh, your pussy. If she would have said your pussy was too thin, I'd have been like, fuck, man, you fucking cutting deep. I will say it. Yes, she told the truth. It was probably 15 fucking minutes, but it's because she would give me a shot, and I'm thinking that she's taking a shot too. Right. And it was like maybe 3 shots later that she's like, I don't really want this shot. Why don't you have my shot too? That she poured, mind you. And I'm like, well, why is your shot is halfway and mine's full? And she's like, I just changed my mind on this one. So I take the shots, and I'm like, okay, it's 2 shots. I'm not going to let them get wasted. But then she's like, do you want another one? And I think at that point, I was too far gone to be like, no, I don't want any more. Please, no more, sir. I was like, yeah, give me another shot. And she just kept giving them to me. So you're talking about that first year you woke up in the field? That second year, I'm out in the fucking field. I don't even know how I got there. I do not remember leaving out that house.
I was there for you. I watched you. I took care of you. You just was flopping around, and I couldn't hold you.
He was flopping around. I couldn't.
I did everything.
You're a
I
big
could.
boy, Bob.
No,
You're a
but
big boy.
No. Before you can say anything else, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this with you. No.
Oh, Dreamer, it's all right. Dreamer. Dreamer, though. Are you
Let
serious?
her leave. Let her leave.
Serious? Is she serious?
This pussy was too fat and juicy for her. Let her leave.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I don't know if she...
Dreamer.
No, fuck her. Let her leave.
No, that's ridiculous.
Special episode of Spitting Venom Radio. I'm your host, Rick. And obviously I'm here by myself because, you know, it was Halloween recently. Something I had to get rid of some people and that kind of thing. So it's just me. Just me now. And for the rest of forever, it's just going to be me. No Ron, no Jimmy, no Bob. I hope you enjoy Rick, because you're gonna see a lot more of me. So I've been talking to myself a lot, and because no one else to talk to anymore. And I've been thinking like we're gonna change things up a little bit around here, because obviously things get out of hand when it's everybody else, and people be screaming and yelling and saying some off the wall shit. And we're gonna have a very structured podcast today, where I just talk to you about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Hope you guys enjoy that. If you hear laughing in the background, ignore that, because they don't exist. You're just hearing things that's in your mind. It's not. It's all in the head. All in the head. If you heard someone say "all in the head" right there, ignore that too. That didn't happen. Anyway, so we're going to talk about our top fives today. I can't see the chat right now because I don't have a computer in front of me, so I don't know what you guys are saying. So we're going to talk about my top fives. We're going to go over every single one of my top fives today. My top 5 food, top 5 restaurants, top 5 actors, top 5 music, like songs and bands and that kind of thing. And then we already went over top 5 video games, but why not talk about it again? We'll talk about we need content. We need content. So, and I'll break these out and that kind of thing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this show. And it's not Spitting Venom Radio, Spitting Venom Rick. That's what it's called now. It's Spitting Venom Rick. SVR. So spread the word. Spitting Venom Rick is a thing now. Hope you guys enjoy that. Anyway, on to the show. And so first, top 5 food. What's number 5? I want to go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 5. What is number 5? I love me some pizza, chicken nuggets, that kind of thing. Some simple stuff. Chicken. You can't go wrong with a chicken nugget. You can't go wrong with a chicken nugget.
Pick one.
It's simple. Yeah, chicken nuggets are pretty good. Is that number 5 though? No, maybe. Chicken. Well, we'll put chicken nuggets and chicken tendies together. Chicken tenders for you people that. So chicken nuggets, because they're pretty much in the same family. You guys would agree? Yeah. People that aren't here, nobody else is here but me. I'm just kidding. You guys can come in. Come on. We're done.
Oh man.
Although we are going to talk about our top 5 food.
No, I gotta turn our sound up now. I had our sound turned down so that maybe you wouldn't hear us laughing and you only had caught Rick. But that was brilliant. And you know what, Rick? We might have to do a show of just you, a one-man show of you, doing maybe have 5 of your top 5s. But it'll be random top 5s, even if it's stuff that none of us are even familiar with. But it's still this is what I would think my top 5 would be, or whatever, But don't let your top 5 be 3 and 1.
Even I don't know something. I don't know something about what are my top 5 chemicals or something like that. I don't know anything about chemicals.
Carbon. No, carbon's a gas, right? Shit. See, I already fucked this up. Gases or right? Solids or liquids. So Shamla, what's up, guys? Good to see you all. Shamla down there in the chat said, "Yes, I have my first question. We were supposed to play on Sunday. Where did you guys go?"
So
that wasn't guaranteed. That's we were trying to.
Up, unfortunately.
Yeah, we gotta figure out a time for us to be able to.
Part of the issue with us playing a game is we need to bring all the equipment here.
Yeah.
And that's it's tough to do that because I would need to bring a pretty good PC, which my PC could do that because we're using Ron's laptop, which is 5 years old and it's Mac, so we don't have a lot of access to things that we do. PC. Not to mention we only have 1 or 2 PS4s if we wanted to do just PS4. But also, so that's another thing. We're definitely going to work that out and get the logistics together, so we can actually do that. But sorry about not coming through with that. That's definitely something. We're going to do better about not making plans.
Right.
So because
sticking with them.
If we do say something, we want to stick with them.
No dates though. No dates.
Yeah.
It's hard to stick with the dates, especially with our schedules, but it's just like...
we still have our lives and that kind of thing. We still have to go
Are
to
you
work
free on the
and that kind
weekend?
of thing.
This weekend?
This weekend... No, I'm at work.
Because we all want to go ghost hunting, and I found this new... And you're the last person that I'm informing on this now. We found a... And maybe I told you last week, maybe not. It was a spot that's up the road from here. It's a place. It's been around since the late 1800s. Nobody's been living in it for the past 7 years, so we can go in there. And, yep, and it's a local legend. So like I've heard multiple stories from multiple different people who've told me about the ghosts and the hauntings there and the bad things. It's pretty mad. I don't want to give no spoiler alerts yet, just so that like we can just do that show first. But I think that could be like a cool little pilot.
Yeah, well, I'm free Monday and Tuesday next week. I know you guys are
We're gone on Monday, but Tuesday's good.
Tuesday's good. Well, although you have practice.
Not for right, but you know. I mean,
but next
really counting him.
next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Although next week is a release of PS5, so I'm gonna do like an unboxing kind of thing. That'll probably just be me.
For PS5?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
When I get it, I'm gonna do.
But
an
if you put it on
unboxing
your
video.
YouTube, like we can cross-promote it on the on the SVR
that's what
thing.
I'll do. I'll probably like do a live stream on like Spinning Venom Radio as well.
Definitely
so
do
you guys
that.
can Look forward to that.
Definitely do that.
That'd be cool if you guys would be in a chat and that kind of thing as well.
Yep. If you just tell me when you're doing it, I'll definitely jump in the chat and share it and try to
But
get as many people
other
as we
than
can.
that, like I am free next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to do it then, that's cool. But you guys can also just do it on your own if you wanted to as well. No big deal.
We'll figure it out.
I'll just be scared the whole time. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say much.
I'm gonna be acting like I'm tough, and then we'll see how tough I really am.
Ron's gonna. Do you get scared about stuff like that or like creepy like?
I get creeped out. Yep, I definitely get creeped
Like,
out.
would you do a Ouija board?
Yeah, I'll totally do a Ouija board.
Would you do it in here?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
What about Andrea doesn't like that?
No, nobody. I don't think anybody likes it.
Because like to me, like if you do a Ouija board, you're bringing demons in and stuff like that. You're inviting them to your home.
You're bringing them. Yep, exactly. You're bringing the demons.
I wouldn't do a Ouija board in my house. I don't believe. I'm an atheist, so I don't really believe in like all that stuff. But I think you're kind of on the same wavelength as me.
I don't. Right. I don't subscribe to. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm atheist per se. I'm more agnostic, I guess. I'm more agnostic because I'm not on solid footing on any of it.
Sure,
you know.
Sure. But yeah, like I just don't want to take a chance, you know.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know.
Just in case.
I mean, so you're not fully convinced that
So you're right.
You're not fully committed to what you said. You're an atheist.
I'm an atheist as far as like I don't believe in God and that kind of thing. I'm not sure about like the
like spirits,
spirits and the afterlife and that kind of thing. I kind of leave like an open.
But that's the
idea,
thing.
because
like,
people have their stories, that kind of thing. Although
can't believe any of them.
You can't. No, but like people have their stories. I don't want to say like they're wrong or they're lying and that kind of thing. So you never know. But
right.
I was like, no, I believe you believe it.
Yeah. Because one person was like, I woke up and I was floating above the bed. Like, you're having a dream. Get out of here.
That's a dream. Yeah. Yeah.
I woke up and I was floating above the bed. And then,
what about when the devil visits them?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Like an incubus or a succubus, and they're like, it's that sleep paralysis, and they're just sitting there and like, I can't move.
But you see like visions and stuff like that too.
Yeah, but like you have this zombie or this like, I think of you remember that one TV show was Gargoyles?
Yeah.
I think of like one of the gargoyles like sitting on top of you and you just can't move.
That's what I think. Goliath's name, or like Bob's cat. I think he was
named after a gargoyle.
Dude, that cartoon used to be one of my favorite shows ever back in the day. I love that.
I remember that in Batman at that time.
Yeah. So today we're doing top 5 cartoons.
Gargoyles had like a a movie, and there was like a game that came with it. It was a fun game because you had to watch the movie to play the game as well. Like
right.
That was pretty cool.
So they were marketing geniuses.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It was kind of like a Clue kind of thing too, which was you ever like played Clue like with the movie where you had to like play the movie to play the game as well and that kind of thing. That was fun.
I don't know any of that. Clue was like that.
Yeah, Clue had something like that.
Clue had a movie.
Yeah,
there's a movie called Clue, like based off the board game.
I don't know which one is based on the other one, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the movie
the whole
is based
chicken
on
or the egg type thing.
You never knew that? Miss Scarlet and like,
no idea.
Colonel Mustard and who's the other ones? I don't even know. We should play Clue at some point. That'd be fun. That's something we could do on the stream. 'Cause
We-
we definitely play Clue on a stream because we just need the board. You know?
Yeah, and it's a pretty easy. But is it easy for the fans to follow along?
I think so. We could just have it like pointed down and try to
To
describe.
have people be able to see. Yeah, we would need like one more camera angle.
Yeah.
With like one on the board and then one and one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One thing
Which we can do. I can do it with my
I
phone.
like to do like can I play Dungeons and Dragons sometimes. I haven't played in a while because of COVID and stuff like that. But that'd be fun for us to do at some point too. Us nerds.
See, Lori, I'll give it a shot. Lori in the chat said that I saw that movie, so I'm guessing she saw the Clue movie.
Yeah.
Is it just like is the movie Clue
It's
just
literally
like playing the
game.
like you're trying to figure it out as you go.
There's like an actual movie, but there's also like a version of the game that incorporates the movie where you watch stuff and something will happen on screen. You kind of have to follow what they do and that kind of thing. I might be making that up. I'm not even sure.
You might be making it up.
Does he have?
I don't think he
unibrow?
has a clue.
Does he
I
have a
remember that.
unibrow?
I remember that shit. Like, I remember playing a game like it was Clue where you like they would do something like it would be like move 5 spaces on the screen or something like that, or they would tell you something, and you have to kind of incorporate into whatever you're doing on the board.
Does she have a unibrow?
No, I don't think that's how Clue works. Have you ever played Clue?
Is that like the? No, that's
I'm
the
thinking
Guess
of-
Who.
Oh, I'm thinking-
That's who it is. It's the
Well,
one where
there's a
you
clue
flip
there.
things down, right?
Have you ever
Yeah,
played Clue?
yeah, and then like you put it down and you're like, oh no unibrow. Let me. Put
That
the
game
unibrow
is
real
fun.
quick. That's a fun game. I
Clue
play
is
that.
fucking fun. Clue is way better than Guess
I don't
Who.
I
You
think
gotta
it should
explain-
be Guess Who's penis, and then it should be different types of penises.
But I don't want to play that.
Is
now,
it
Jimmy.
circumcised? Does it have large veins? Does it curve to the left? There's a lot of
No, it
options.
curves to the right.
Fuck, and you got to put different ones down.
You put the curved ones.
Yeah. There we go. Guess who's dick?
Is that one? That one?
Are we having trouble?
She said that your voice is just a little low.
Who?
Mine.
Your game was turned down a little low, so I think it's fixed now.
Can you hear me now?
So as long, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all.
Are we good now?
What's going on, Amora in the chat? How are you, Lori? We got all of our regulars in here. We're hanging out, talking about. Right now, we're talking about board games, and now I need you to explain to me how to play Clue, because now I'm starting to think that
Is that the one with the bubble? You press it and the little dice inside?
Fucking sorry. Like, isn't it? Or
Is it the
Boggle.
one?
That's like
Is it the
Boggle.
one whenever you start out like? Is it the one whenever you start out and like you roll the dice, but then like you buy like as many properties as you can like when you get started?
No, you son of a bitch. That's Trouble. Sorry has the little different. It's like red,
You're
green,
right.
and
the popper
So
one
that's-
is Trouble.
So mine's Trouble.
no, you're
No,
right.
I'm
The one
giving
you
you're
you
not.
Trouble.
No, the one you just described is
No, this
Monopoly.
podcast is in trouble right now.
Yeah, it
That's not
definitely
Trouble?
is. No, Monopoly is
Trouble's
Which
one with the
Sorry,
ball.
then?
Sorry
I
is
thought Sorry was
Sorry
like sorry
has
I
the-
bought your property.
No, Sorry has the. Sorry has the. It's fucking Monopoly for Canadians. That's what it is. No,
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Like,
Sorry.
I don't feel bad at all.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go to jail.
no, Sorry's the one with the little. It's got like they look like little. It's got like the flat base and the little skinny with the little.
What does it look like, Jim?
And there's like red and blue and green and yellow.
Are we doing Clue again? Talking about penises that you just said?
That was Guess Who's.
Guess who's
Dick.
penis? That's what you
dick.
just said, though. You just named out somebody's red penis.
They are kind of phallic.
Like a dog. Like
They are kind of. My games are all mixed up now at this point.
So I haven't played Clue in like ages, like since I was a
Yeah.
little kid. Really, it was like a long time
Clue
ago.
is you're guessing the killer.
Yeah, someone gets murdered, and you have to like put the clues together. You have to find like what the weapon they used and what the location and
Okay. I don't
and the
think I've
person.
actually ever played that. I've only like seen and heard, you know, but
We
I've
should-
never actually played
it's
it.
fun,
I'm
it's
playing-
fun.
I'm down.
It's
I'm
fun.
down.
one day we'll do a board game stream. That's actually
Has anybody ever done a board game stream?
yes, it's definitely
Brian
been
said
done
Jimmy's
before.
too loud, and I think Jimmy might just be. Oh no, he's turned up too. Man, my audio. I messed up the audio because we were doing. I turned down mine and Jimmy's audio, and then yours. I guess I accidentally turned yours down. So, but they were hearing you at the beginning, so I don't know. No.
It's probably just because it was
As
me.
long as everybody.
I say stop being so fucking picky. All right, put some headphones on.
No, but if they have the headphones on, it's gonna hurt more.
Yeah, especially if you're loud.
I don't know.
You have to find all the evidence, Amora said. Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. So then, like, what would they? So then, what's the game? Whenever like you have to guess, like the words, and like you have to put them down in a certain order, and you have to make the letters cross with each other.
Scrabble?
That's like Tetris, right? It's like
Scrabble. That's nothing like Tetris. like because Tetris is following blocks and stuff like that.
yeah, exactly. But like they're all
with-
crossing in between each other. But
Tetris
it's not with
is the
words.
one with the little rings and you drop them in, and you have to. I don't know if it's like tic tac toe. The ones where it has like the plastic and you have the little rings that look like checker pieces and you drop them down the holes and go
Yeah.
and then it falls.
Right.
And you're like, no, fuck you, bud. And then it falls.
I don't know what that's called, but that's. Well, the one he's talking about, like, with the little pegs, you put like a coin in and like does a little thing and it bounces around and like you get to the bottom and it falls
Connect
out.
4 might be
That's
it.
not really a fucking game. That's like something.
No,
that's
what
like,
she said is
no.
a game.
Connect 4 is a game. That's
Right.
not what you were just talking about.
It's where you drop the little ring down in it, right? Or is that Tetris?
Connect 4. Tetris is a video game.
They don't
It's
have rings in Tetris, but you do drop it down.
Connect 4 doesn't do like it just you drop it. That's it. It just goes straight down. It's there.
But I did figure out, like, now I think you're full of shit, and I think that you're working me because you said that, like, I'm
That's what I think. I think he's fucking with my
I
head.
misnamed this game. You said Monopoly earlier. Monopoly is the game whenever you have a map of the world and you
already
have
know
your
what
army and you build your map up, and as you go, you have to take over. Why are you laughing?
Oh, because that is a hilarious image.
The map of the world?
Yeah,
I don't get
the way you're describing
Flat?
it. The way you're
It's
describing,
flat.
you have a map of the world,
It's flat. It's flat.
and
Earth.
you have all your.
And let me finish. There's a dome. There's a dome on your board game, and then you have to take over each other's property and each other's land. Hashtag. Once I get done with the world, it's a monopoly.
sure.
That makes sense.
What do you mean? Sure. Are you full of shit or what, Rick? Because I don't believe
What you just described is risk.
Oh. Well, it's like Monopoly.
Isn't there like a more complex version of Risk that people talk about that people are like, Risky, you shouldn't play Risk, you should play this one. I don't remember what it's called. Something like that, yeah. Although that's a video
It's a
game
computer
too.
game, yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about our
Yes.
so we're gonna that was a tangent.
A little bit, but hey, you know.
I still don't think we figured out what Clue was. I don't think we ever
you
figured that out.
Laura said you guessed the evidence.
That's really what you do. I mean, you go from
So it's like a
room
murder
to room.
mystery.
Yes,
It is a murder.
it is a
mystery.
murder mystery.
Clue is a murder mystery.
Yeah.
So then the Clue movie is a murder mystery movie?
Yes.
Oh, that's lame. I thought it was like a board game.
What the fuck did you think it was?
I thought they were playing board games.
Yeah, I thought it was a
I
movie
thought they were
about
In the
playing
movie?
playing board
yeah,
games.
it's Clue, the board game.
the movie.
What are they gonna do? Are
based
they
on-
gonna do a Pac-Man board game? A Pac-Man movie? Please don't tell me they've
Pretty
done
sure
that.
they've done
Have
that,
they really
but
done that?
well, they've
What's
done.
the
They
one with
did.
the candy?
What was the one with the Adam Sandler where he was like in a bunch of retro video games? Where I think Pac-Man was in that.
Bed Bath and Beyond. No, Bath and Beyond. Click. That's what it was. He was in Bed Bath and Beyond. And he had the little clicker,
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
and it got real sad at the end.
Yep, yeah. it got
Like
because
really
That is
sad.
not
he
the
can't
one
go
though.
back home.
It's like
Like, it
Pixels.
was
or something.
fucked.
I think it's called Pixels, but
Poor Adam Sandler.
Like I was like,
why do you say poor Adam Sandler?
Because
because
that movie was good.
I
man.
felt that shit. I felt that.
that was a good movie.
Pretty sure it's called
That's
Pixels.
good, high quality entertainment. You know, like that's what I want out of my entertainment. It's thank you, Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
Are you talking about Catan? Shyamalan's talking about Catan. People
That
get
was-
big
that's-
into Catan.
yeah, that's probably that might
That's
be what
like
I'm
the more
talking about.
in-depth Risk, or Monopoly, depending on who you ask.
Monopoly is just going around the board, whereas Risk you have the whole world. You have to like boom, and you say I'm gonna get this. I don't remember how to play Risk, but it's been a long
It's
time.
a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. There is a lot to that.
I feel like we played Bob and Larry played that for a little bit when when Larry had his apartment. We'd go over and play Risk sometimes. Sometimes we played Monopoly too. But I remember one time Bob got really mad because we were winning. He was obviously losing. He flipped.
Did he flip the board?
He flipped the board.
No, Bob, don't flip the board. Why would
That
he
was
flip the
pretty good. That was
board?
pretty good.
Oh man.
So our opening segment, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're going to have an opening segment this time. Where
This is going to be normal. Tell them our plans, Rick.
Our plan for the future is going to be the opening segment after we get through our fucking bullshit, and is going to be like talk about a top 5. That's going to be called top 5. That's what it's called. It's called top 5. So we're going to go through like different things.
I like Candy Crush. That's the game with it had like the candy.
I'm trying
cane,
to fucking talk
and it had
here.
all right, I'm sorry. I'm on fucking board games now.
We're going to talk about our top 5. This week it's going to be top 5 food. Although we will talk about board games. We talk about board games. We want to call an audible. Eventually we'll do like I was saying at the beginning of the show. It'll just
we have
be
plenty of time. We have plenty of time.
After, like I said at the beginning of the show, it'll be like top 5 movies and music and actors and whatever we can come up with. If you guys have ideas, we'll do that too. And we will hear yours as well. So post your top 5, whatever we're talking about. In
top 5 travel destinations.
We can talk about that at some point. We'll do that at some point. But
That's fucking corny. What a bad idea. Keep going, Rick.
No, it's not. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, keep talking about your top 5. I like macaroni. I like popsicles.
You do. You did. Son of a
I
bitch.
do like macaroni a lot.
You did name 2 of my top 5.
I think we all like macaroni.
But if you're a real fucking killer, you dip your popsicles in your macaroni. Don't knock it until you try it, man.
Do you ever put I like macaroni and cheese with like barbecue sauce on it. You ever do that or ketchup? You're a big fan of ketchup.
I like pouring beer in my cereal.
I love ketchup with burgers.
Not macaroni though.
You like doing what?
Pouring beer in my cereal. You just you could knock 2 birds with 1 stone. You get your breakfast and your morning drink in.
Me with a memory from my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Sometimes that's all we had was beer.
Dude, I was staying in my grandmother's house, and we had milk and Coke, and I was getting a bowl of cereal, and she was getting her a cup of Coke, but she put the cup right beside my bowl, and for some reason she just took that Coke and poured it right into
like, you little
the
son
cereal.
of a bitch, I'm gonna show
and
you.
I was like, I can't eat this now, and she didn't realize it at first, and she just handed it to me, and I was like. But I felt weird. I didn't want to say anything, but I didn't want to eat it either. So it was just so awkward.
Did you end up eating it? Did you eat it?
You gotta try a bite.
Did you try it?
I took a bite, and then I was like, something's wrong.
Something's not right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like Kicks. I think it was Kicks.
I mean, there is Kicks. There's
Kicks
Trix
is the one with the rabbit on it, right?
No, that's Trix.
So what the fuck is Kicks?
Kicks is the
that's the one with the football players on it. The orange
Sometimes
box with
they would have
with the football players, and they're always talking about having
close.
Wheaties.
I mean, you were in the same vein. Kicks is along those lines. It is an orange box. I remember. I think it is, isn't it?
Does it have honey? In it? Does it have the little?
KIX?
Yeah.
Isn't that a band?
Or King Vitamin. That was our option.
Am I making this up? Is there?
Are you?
Is there a cereal
Rick, I'm starting to fucking wonder.
Kicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up.
Silly
Or
rabbit.
maybe it might be
Kicks are
Twix
for-
or Trix or it's got to be Kicks.
That's for sure.
Silly moms, kids Tricks are for kids.
Kicks cereal. There it is.
Kicks are for kids.
See, there it is.
See,
right
Kicks
here.
are for kids.
Kicks.
Silly rabbit, Kicks are for kids. Isn't that how it goes? Silly rabbit, Kicks are for kids.
That's Where's the fucking rabbit at?
That's not fucking. That's Trix. Anyway, we're talking about our top 5
No,
food.
there's the
Rick's
rabbit,
fucking
though.
with
Is it
me,
Trix?
bro.
Trix is to the rabbit. Didn't they get rid of him now? Didn't they get rid of him?
What is happening here?
Which one had the tiger on it?
Rick had to make a point. No, Trix is the rabbit. Now, what is Trix?
Oh fuck!
Is there a Trix?
Rick said, "Oh,
Because I thought it was silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Is it? Oh, it's Trix. Oh, yeah, it's Trick. Okay. Now it makes sense, guys.
Why the hell
that
is
little
this
son
a
of a
thing?
bitch.
Why are we?
I don't know.
Why
how
are we
got
so
into
confused
cereal.
about this? I can not remember what Trix is. Like,
But hey, our
Anyway.
YouTube has more viewers than our Facebook for the first time.
how about that?
Hey,
Well, how about
there
that?
we go, YouTube. We're coming along, babies.
So I proposed the idea that Jimmy's on this fucking.
I know. I'm sorry. This is like,
trying-
fuck.
Is he
We're trying to
texting
record
somebody?
a podcast.
Is he texting somebody? Or is he looking something up for the
We're
show?
trying to do a fucking
Is he-
podcast.
Show me your phone, Jimmy. He's texting. What a motherfucker.
You're not looking up anything.
No, because
Take it
I
away.
knew all the dumb shit I was fucking telling you.
I told.
So,
I want you
I
guys
just-
to,
I'm-
to imagine this. I told Jimmy for Halloween he should have been Captain Jack Sparrow. Do you guys think he would make a good Captain Jack?
He would have been a wonderful Captain Jack if he had more facial hair.
You could have like put like the because Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp when he plays it, he puts like extensions in his beard and that kind of thing. Like the little things, the little hang down,
Yeah,
the braids
yeah.
and whatnot. So he could do that.
His goatee's not long enough though.
Plus he shaved recently. You don't know if you noticed.
He keeps it trimmed. Yeah.
he didn't notice shit.
Because it's like I don't know if you noticed, but
He didn't notice anything. Nobody
he was
noticed
upset earlier because
anything.
nobody else noticed. but-
Nobody noticed shit. No one. No, you didn't. Because I had a whole thing right here for like 6 years, and it's gone. No, I get it though. I get it. My vibe is starting to wear off now. Like
Did
my
you
presence is starting to
Did you notice
fade.
that I shaved my head? Apparently not. Apparently not.
Thought you had long hair.
That's funny. Because Jimmy was the one that actually shaved
I
my
was-
head
yeah.
for the
We
first
do
time.
have a lot of. That's what I was about to say. We do have a lot of that footage too.
Yeah.
And that's on that. Isn't that on the SVR page? Maybe one day.
I don't think I
we'll be
ever
able to go through
posted it, but
No. I mean, not on the actual page. I'm saying for us.
Yeah.
Because it's
It's
on. Like, it's like
unlisted,
yeah.
I wanted to edit it up, but I never got around to it. But
No, I had not that anyone fucking asked, but I had to deal with something last night. So now I'm getting some.
Is it what you said?
Now,
you
now,
had to do
now,
in the chat?
now
'Cause
I'm
you told
getting.
everybody.
Now I'm yeah under the Spitting Venom radio name, like, but no, I just had some shit, and now I'm having to deal with some aftermath from certain individuals. So I mean, it's not time sensitive necessarily, but at the same time, it's like I want to go ahead and I need to say what I got to say while it's fresh, so it can be, you know what I mean. So
well, we're going to talk about our top 5 foods.
Please.
And it's going to be 5. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start
off
with Jimmy. Jimmy's going to give us number 5. What's your number 5?
So, and this is in order, right? So number 1 is all time favorite.
Yes, but we're going to start with 5.
We're going to start by 5. So, just riffing here because Ron's thinking now.
This is how I think.
thinking-
Normally,
he's thinking hard.
I'm just over. I'm just like.
Don't poop your pants,
distracted.
though.
But when I'm
All right.
actually thinking, it's.
Oh man.
Don't
It
poop.
hurts,
Don't
it
poop
hurts
your.
so-
I
it
know what
hurts,
number
though,
1
Rick,
is.
when I'm doing this. It hurts.
I already have my number 1. It's just going to be the other ones that are going to be hard. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to kick it off by saying that my
SmackDown 2007.
number 5 favorite, you fucking bitch, you beat me to it. I was literally going to say SmackDown versus Raw 2000 and it's son of a bitch.
That's funny.
I will have to go, and we're going actual specific types of food, not like or the food itself, not like Mexican or Italian, right?
Yeah,
okay,
no.
so I'm gonna say tacos.
Just tacos.
Well, as my number 5, in my top 5, bro. I haven't ranked these at all. I haven't thought about
Describe
it.
your favorite, the best taco you could ever have.
All right,
Describe
I
it.
will
What's in
say
it? What's
okay? All right, gotcha. Hey, I got it.
Let me ask you a question first. Hard shell, soft shell.
Technically hard, but I like
of
when
real
you go
taco.
to those. No. I like when you go to those real taco places and they cook a tortilla,
Yeah, the
like
soft
a
and
flour
sour,
tortilla, not a corn tortilla,
crisp
and
it up a little bit.
they kind of make it curve like a fucking taco
Why
shell.
are we talking about food?
So, well, that's what he asked.
You don't know, but he's making me hungry now.
You know what I'm talking about. Like I know it may be a little racist just now, but you know what
That
I'm
was
talking
very racist
about.
because we all
So-
know what you're talking about. You
So it's
jerk.
the flour tortilla, and they kind of bend it and they cook it, and then steak, good
Steak is-
sliced
steak
steak.
is your-
Yep, that's
your
my
preferred-
protein of choice and the perfect taco. Steak with some like lime juice and some fucking cilantro, like mix that up with the steak, man. Fucking come on.
Any cheese?
A slaw on top of that steak, like a nice slaw, like a pickled type,
Cold slaw?
slaw. No, not like a mayonnaise base, but like a pickled type slaw. It could be a mayonnaise base. I've seen it made with both ways. And yeah, it's really about it. Just
No
just that.
cheese.
Not on this kind of taco. I don't think cheese has its place on this type of taco. Yeah, this is more like a
Real taco.
a good craft taco. You know what I mean? So I would have to say, a steak taco, flour tortilla that was crisped to make it hard, if you will,
Right, but
with a nice slaw on top. So that's my number 5.
Good choice.
You know, when we went to Houston, that Velvet Taco place,
it was amazing.
that kind of shit. That's the kind of tacos I like.
That's American, like.
But you know what I mean, like. But they had those types of tacos there.
That was fucking awesome.
I mean, it's no Taco Bell, but whatever.
It was actually better than Taco Bell.
Yeah,
that's coming from me. I love Taco Bell.
Dorito
Taco
tacos.
Taco
That's
Bell.
all I'm saying.
That's not a bad choice. Though.
Taco Bell.
Those
It's
fucking,
not a bad
they
choice.
were
That's
onto
what's
something
fucked up.
when they made a
They
damn
really were onto
taco shell
something.
taste like a fucking Dorito.
That actually made me go to Taco Bell.
Tell me that's not some American shit though. I was like, oh yeah, Mexico, we got you. Watch this shit.
Well, it's like Jaime would tell me. My friend, he grew up in Mexico City, and he said that they would go to burger places, and the burger places advertised American style burgers, but their American style burgers had jalapenos all up in that shit.
Yeah.
Like
We don't put jalapenos on our burgers.
Right, but exactly. But that's like.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna they're gonna cater to whoever's eating in their area,
Right.
My
But,
guitarist
it's that
is
style, kind of.
My guitarist is from Mexico City. Or no, maybe not Mexico City. He's from Mexico. Sorry.
You never played the song earlier. either.
I actually started, then I realized nobody paid attention, so I got mad and turned it off.
I left. No, you didn't play when I got back.
Yes, I did too.
No, you did
yes,
not.
Yes, I did, Ron.
What did you say? Hey,
I said
we're playing the song
I was
now.
standing right next to your
No,
tall
no,
ass,
you did not
and
do
I
that.
said I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. And then I started playing it, and then you started recording the kid, and then that was it. And then you asked me to film him, so I said okay, I'll film him. All right, I'll film him. God damn it! And I fucking turned it off, and I put Slayer back on.
You know what the problem is, Jimmy? You need to be more forceful. You need to be like, "Hey, Ron!"
Oh, so you can
did
fucking
you forget about
stand up and cut a goddamn promo on me, and then you and I are having a big promo battle. Like,
yeah, it's good practice.
It
It's
is.
good
It is
practice.
good. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Actually,
It's not a bad idea. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's not a bad idea, and you're right because as we were driving back, I was like, "Leland, did he ever fucking play that song?" And Leland was like, "No, he never played the song."
He didn't play it.
Exactly.
But he sent me a meme of it was a dinner tray, and it had like some weird looking vegetables and some kind of something on it with a grilled rat with ketchup on it. And I was like, that's some fucking Mexico shit, man. I was like, was that your main dish? And he's like, fuck you, bitch.
Is that your main?
That's probably like that's their national dish, a grilled rat.
Right.
Yeah, good luck, Mexico.
I'm gonna try that.
Rick.
Well, I mean, we're try their local cuisine if someone's making it.
I would never been that way ever, and I never will be. Just because I'm in someone's country doesn't mean I'm going to eat it like a chocolate covered cricket. Like it ain't going to happen. It will not happen.
Not that bad.
I will never in my life, unless I'm in like Colombia and you're like, hey, try this scorpion pizza with live scorpions on it, and they're just crawling around the cheese and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck you. And then the cartel comes up with a gun up to my head, and it was like, either eat it or die. And I'm gonna have to think about it. Like, I'm gonna have to think about it.
Back on track. We're gonna.
Yeah, I did my number 5.
Number 5 tacos. So
Yep.
You described his favorite taco.
A good taco,
Awesome taco.
like a Gordon
I'm gonna go
Ramsay
with
style
pizza
taco.
for my number 5.
You bitch.
Pizza is my number 5. I love a simple pepperoni. Pepperoni is a perfect topping.
tried
Don't
and
get me
true.
wrong. I like other toppings sometimes. I like mushroom and onions, like my second favorite. I like that kind of pizza, but pepperoni pizza, especially if you get it like the best pizza available, you can't beat it.
You can't beat that.
That's my number 5. Simple. What
Simple,
about you?
easy. Mine is lasagna.
Lasagna is great.
Lasagna is probably my top because yeah.
You get everything you need in lasagna.
Everything you need and want, you ever want, everything you ever wanted, is right there.
It's so good.
And this is only my number 5, but man.
But there's
And-
different kinds of lasagna. What kind of lasagna are we talking about? Are we talking about like the veggie lasagna? That's like
The meat with the regular
meat.
beef and the cheese and the layers of the noodles,
tomato
and the
sauce and all that?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that whole deal with the ricotta cheese,
Mm-hmm.
the whole deal. But plenty of like mozzarella,
Mm-hmm.
lots of mozzarella. Just I need to be able to chew. I want to feel like I'm chewing bubble gum. There's so much mozzarella, because then I'm just feeling that grease going.
Have
in
you
my
ever had
mouth
like
every
a
time I
Chicago
chew
style
it.
pizza?
What's that?
Like a Chicago style pizza, like from Chicago?
No,
or
not legitimately.
Because if Jimmy was there,
Yep.
when we went to Florida, we went to Jordano's, and that's like the authentic Chicago chain, and they were there because Orlando is like a touristy kind of place. So places from all over, and that had like the cheese was super thick, and it was like you could pull it and stretch it and that kind of thing. It was so good. That sounds like something.
Yeah, that sounds like something.
Chicago pizza is the best pizza.
That might be my number
pizza.
5.
Great
That
pizza.
might be my number 5.
Great pizza. What's your number 4, Jimmy?
My number 4 would have to be a good burger. I love burgers. I think burgers are fucking great. And but again, just like my tacos, I'm bougie about it. I'm not talking like a fucking Big Mac. I mean like Big Mac's
Well,
good.
Big Mac's fucking good.
Big Macs are good, especially when you're fucked up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're great.
3 o'clock.
But no, again, like a Gordon Ramsay approach. You know what I mean? Like a buttered brioche bun. You know what I mean? And fucking a good thick fucking, beefy just burger. You know what I mean? With a nice cheese. I'm going cheddar. Okay, if I had to pick, I'm going cheddar. I'm going again. There's 2 types of burgers. I like the classic, lettuce, tomato, pickle, maybe a ketchup or something like that, and boom, done. That's a classic burger. But I also like good barbecue burgers. So the
Barbecue burgers are
so the
fucking
same
awesome. I was
exact
thinking
burger that I just named, brioche bun, good beefy fucking just a fat fucking patty burger with cheddar, and then you can do again slaw with a good barbecue sauce on it. Pop that on. You're in hog heaven, boy.
Good stuff.
It's good shit, man.
stuff, good
Speaking of hogs, well, move on. So that's my number 4. A good,
I do love
authentic
me
burger.
a good burger. The only thing is like it's hard to find a good burger to me, like because it's easy to make one, of course, but going to different places, like so many places have burgers that are so big they're hard to eat and that kind of thing. I don't like that. I want not a super thick patty. I want like something that I can actually get in my mouth and enjoy that kind of thing. That's just me.
And Shamla said that her number 5 is ramen.
Ramen's amazing.
DC Toki Underground.
The fuck does that mean?
DC Toki Underground.
That's like the new Need for Speed Tokyo or something.
And then her
What
number
is
4
that?
is Carb Benedict.
Carb Benedict.
Carb Benedict.
What is that?
I don't know, guys.
The name
I love
the name of a UK porn.
Right.
Crab Benedict.
Oh, maybe Crab Benedict. That's probably what it is.
Like a what's it called? Benedict.
Carb Benedict.
the
Oh yeah,
eggs,
it's correct. I mean, a Crab Benedict.
Eggs Benedict.
Yep.
I love me an eggs Benedict as well. Eggs Benny, really good. Eggs in general are probably my number 4, honestly.
I was about to say, what is your number 4?
Number 4, probably eggs. Like, because there's so many things you can do with them. What's the perfect kind of way to eat an egg, though? It's hard to pick like one way to eat an egg that's like perfect. Because sometimes I want a scrambled, just simple scrambled, like with like cheese, and I like ketchup on my eggs. I'll do that.
I love a bison burger with sunny side up egg on top of it.
That's a good one.
Some bacon.
Egg adds.
Then I don't need
much.
ketchup. Then I'm just. I never knew that like eggs with burger would be so good.
So good. So good.
God.
But also like a good runny egg with like, with toast, and you can just dip it in and like, eat it that way. It's so good. Omelets are fucking amazing. Yeah, eggs in general. Number 4.
Oh, it's in the DC restaurant named Toki Underground. Oh, so she's talking about that. And
Oh,
she meant
okay,
crab.
okay.
Autocorrect got her to carb.
Got
Yeah,
it,
that
got
makes
it,
sense.
got
Well,
it.
we figured that out. And are we on my number 4?
What's your number 4?
Pizza. I'm gonna go with pizza for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my carbs out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I got my carbs out of the way. We're good to go now. And just like you said, like pepperoni. Sometimes I'll do pepperoni and bacon. I like most pizzas.
The other day
I prefer the flatbread, but
the other day I got like a thin crust. I don't usually do thin crust too much, but like I'm trying to cut down on like carbs and stuff like that.
yeah.
So it makes it simple. Also, I had pepperoni, mushrooms, and hot sauce. I've been adding a hot sauce too. Well, with not just hot sauce without like pizza sauce. Pizza sauce still there. I had extra pizza sauce on it, but also hot sauce on top of it. It brings out. I don't know. It's got a bit of a kick. I like the vinegary taste of the hot sauce with the taste of the pizza sauce as well. It's so good.
yeah,
So
you
good.
can't beat that. You can't beat that.
What's your number 3?
And before you fucking bitch at me, I was writing down my top 3 because I forgot literally while you guys were talking. I had my 3 in my head and I forgot number 3.
I know when we start going, I have to
I
start.
totally forgot.
Yeah, I have to start trying to figure.
My
it
number
out again.
3 top 5 food. My number 3 is going to be a simple Maryland crab cake. I love Maryland crab cakes. Maryland crab cakes. Because I'm going to be one of those people because I've lived in multiple states and I've been to multiple states. I can definitively say that Maryland has the best crab cakes, period. Like, I know up a little further up north, like the New England area, they got some good crab stuff. They're better with lobster and different things like that, but clams and shit like that. But yeah, a good, juicy, fat fucking Maryland crab cake. I don't like a lot of breading inside. I hate a lot of breading. Like,
I don't like that either.
I like more lumps than I do breading. So there's a few local spots around here. Like number one would be like we have a local chain around here called Papa's. Papa's, I think, is one of my favorite crab cakes. Moe's has a really good crab cake. I haven't eaten there in a long time, but from what I remember,
welcome to
Moe's Seafood. They have good, yeah. They have good crab cakes. There's even a one-off restaurant up here called the Corner Stable, which I think they have really good crab cakes too.
They do. They have really good ribs.
Anyways, I can go on and on about different crab cakes, but that's my number 3, a good fat fucking Maryland crab cake.
My number 3, something you just mentioned, ribs. Amazing, so good. Like
Where's
ribs.
Your favorite place to get ribs at?
There used to be this place that burned down actually. In Hamden, there was a place.
There's only one place.
It was called McCabe's, and they had the best ribs I've ever had. They caught on fire.
That barbecue was fire, literally.
But Corner Stable is really good as well. So ribs
and we can't forget about. Well, no, that's different. Never mind.
It's hard to say just ribs because I love barbecue in general. Like I love brisket and that kind of thing. A brisket sandwich is nothing better than that with like with onions and barbecue sauce and horseradish. It's so good. And you got like the melty cheese, whatever. Really good.
When we went to Dallas, we went to that one place. It was called like a hot mess or something like that, where they served a giant baked potato that was split open, and it was stuffed with like pulled pork. Sounds fucked. Big ass baked sweet potato, with like fucking barbecue, fucking cheese, fucking sour cream, you name it. They shoved that shit in there. It looked like a hot mess. That's why it's called that. You can literally look it up now. Dallas hot mess, whatever. I'm sure to give you I can't remember the name of the place, but that shit was so fucking good.
Thinking about it, I might have to.
I know.
Let's go to Dallas. Change something because I said number 4 was eggs, but there's something I forgot to mention, which was deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are.
That would be in my top 10 for sure.
I
love deviled eggs. They're so easy to make too.
They're easy. They're delicious.
What are deviled eggs?
Ron, you're from the South. We're not playing this. We're not playing this game anymore.
I never ate it.
We're not playing this game anymore.
Really?
So you take a boil. Okay, Ron. Here we go.
We're gonna have to do something about that.
Ron.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what a deviled egg is. You ready?
Okay. You have to do the Aunt Rhonda to me.
I know. That's why I asked if you're ready.
You're not snapping.
Why are you on the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I had him. I could get him.
You didn't do it yet, though.
Anyways, so it was no. You just take boiled egg, right? Cut it in half. Dig out the yolk. Put all the yolk. Get like a bunch of them. Cut them all in half. Dig out the yolk. Put it in a bowl. Take like mayonnaise, mustard, paprika, salt, whatever the fuck. I'm just telling you how to make it.
Do that.
And you mix it all up. You mix it up. A lot of people make them differently. Some people put relish in it. Some people put whatever the fuck.
Relish is a key ingredient.
No, I don't like relish in my deviled eggs.
So good.
I hate relish in my deviled eggs.
It's not good.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry,
me and Rick are gonna have
This is the last show we're gonna have, guys. We're
breaking up.
I'm gonna be storming out here. I'm gonna be like, "There's no fucking relish in deviled eggs." Slam the door.
Rick's like, "You're not really a foodie. You're not a foodie."
Rick throws a drink at the door. Get out, you son of a bitch.
What's your number 3?
But yeah,
Ron?
so that's what it is, and then you put it on the inside of the thing, and you serve it like a little. You put the mixture, and you put it inside of the little half of the cut boiled egg.
Dozens of deviled eggs, just sitting there eating deviled eggs, not even thinking about it. Just they're so good.
You don't sound great. Sorry, I'm sorry. That was mean. I didn't mean that. You're very nice.
What did you say doesn't sound great?
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs are so good.
All right, I'm gonna show you a picture of it real quick, Ron, just so you can get like a visual.
Also, crab
and the red stuff on top is paprika. It's often garnished with that.
I've always seen the red stuff, and the red stuff always turned me off. I've seen so many deviled eggs, but I would always be turned off because I would think that it was going to be hot. Because I would see the
Look
red.
at that.
But I would see the red, and I would just be like,
I want
You don't even need paprika on it. It's just
No, it's just a
I
garnish.
don't
It's just
know,
what
that's-
people do.
That's how my brain works.
I hate when people add paprika. I'm sorry. Change my mind. Put me in that little meme with the little table. I hate when I see people go, and a tablespoon of paprika, like in a recipe. It does
you're
not
doing
add
that.
shit. Paprika does not, in my opinion, does not have a flavor, doesn't have anything to it. People
I'm
are
sure
like,
if you
oh,
ate
it
it by
adds that.
itself, you could
Now,
taste
if you
it.
got legitimate smoked paprika that comes into tin cans, it's like $20 for the shit. Now that probably has some good flavor to it. But when you buy the generic ass, stupid $2 bottle of paprika, you're just putting color in something. That's all you're doing. Sorry. All right, moving on. I digress.
Do you digress? Why are you digressing? See, this is a tough one. And I think I'm going to go with
Fruit Loops.
Cereal is a good one, but
I fucking love Fruit Loops.
Fruity Pebbles.
That's a good one too.
is that really what you're going with?
Actually, yeah,
Oh,
Fruity
I'm
Pebbles.
Very tempted though.
You're
because
right on that. Fruity Pebbles over
if-
Fruit Loops.
Yeah, if I was a teenager, Fruit Loops would be up there, man. You know, like either Fruit Loops or orange soda and zebra cakes was my breakfast every morning. So yeah, we didn't have the best diet.
Hey, that's not a bad. I would swap out the zebra cake for a moon pie. Okay,
the same
it's
price.
pretty much yep.
Same price.
And I
way.
might swap
Zebra cakes are
the
way
orange
better.
soda is one of my
Yeah,
favorite
I agree.
sodas.
I'm with you on
Actually,
that.
it is
I'm
my
not a fan
favorite
of
soda.
moon pies. I don't like the artificial marshmallow.
Yeah,
No,
and
I'm
zebra
not a
cakes
fan
are
of that.
just. I mean, they're just better.
They're just better.
Like dumb piece of
You
shit.
don't.
people. I wasn't planning on going that harsh.
That's you threw me off. I
I threw
tried. but
myself off. I was gonna say dums.
Dumb
I was
piece
like,
of shit.
I was like, it calls something more aggressive. Something more aggressive than
That
dumb
stupid piece of
So
dumb
we're gonna-
They don't know,
dog
Rick.
shit.
We're gonna do
Okay,
a top.
We're on number 3.
We're gonna do a top 5 cereal at some point. So cereal's gonna be
That's
separate. We're gonna do
good
this
call,
separate.
Rick. Good call. We don't need to just do overall food because that's too hard.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
going to
hard.
go-
We need to categorize it
Yeah,
better.
I'm going to go with Nachos Locos from.
Is that a,
Taco Bell.
is that from Taco
It's
Bell?
a place in Defunag where I'm from.
Oh, so it's
It's
actually
an entree. It's technically a appetizer for everybody, but we don't do that shit. You get and it has beef, chicken, shrimp, and then you have to put on it has like a whole bunch. I mean, it has guacamole, it has lettuce, it has, and then you can do what we
So
would
it's the Long Island iced tea of the
do. Oh
Funiac.
my god! And we would, and I'm trying to remember the name of the restaurant, but I can't remember the name of the restaurant. Irrelevant. We would get this you'd have to pay extra for it, but you would get the Blanco fucking cheese. Pour that over on top of it, and oh my god, that's all you.
Which means white
It
cheese.
really sounds like I need to make a
Yeah,
trip
yeah.
there because it sounds delicious. With
Funky cheese.
I hate how. Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't. I mean,
I'm the
you know,
racist.
I would. And she goes, queso blanco. Like, no, it's blanco queso. Okay, it's white cheese. It's not. It's not cheese white. I hate how Hispanic people do that shit.
But
They
that's-
flip words around.
But that's how most of the world.
That's how. Yeah.
Oh,
most of the
not in my America.
It's an English perspective.
Not in my America. There's only one language on this planet, and it's American.
That's American. Damn it.
That sounds delicious, though. I would love
It's
to try
amazing.
that. I
We
would love
would,
to
like
try
if
that.
I ever get you guys back down there, we have
Back?
to go there because it is so like. And I would be disrespectful for me not to put them in there. Larumbas. Thank you, Brian. Larumbas. It's Larumbas. It's Larumbas.
Well,
Because
see,
last-
you
every
said it
time
was
I go there-
irrelevant, but maybe not because we need to know the name of it so we can go.
It is. I will take you there.
Well, please.
You don't need to know that. I will take you there now.
All
you know?
right.
Go.
16 hours from now,
two.
but we can make it.
So we're on
can
number
make it.
2 now. We're
Number
on
2, baby.
Number 2.
Number 2 is something you were just talking about, but I already had it in my list already because I'm a huge fan because I'm a Southern boy. I love barbecue. Barbecue, like some good
But yeah,
barbecue. Now,
barbecue-
I'm going to be more specific. I got you, Rick. Don't yell at me.
Barbecue is a category.
I know,
That's why
that's why I'm saying.
Do not understand.
Did I say categories? No, I was saying barbecue. No, I already had you covered. I got you. So, more specifically, pulled pork. I love a good pulled pork with fucking barbecue sauce on it in North Carolina. I love
I was gonna ask
a
you
good
earlier how you like
a
the North
good
Carolina.
pulled pork. You know what I mean? Now in the realm of under the barbecue umbrella, smoked, right? That could add right like smoked meat, like a good smoked brisket. That would fall under barbecue, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I know different. I don't want people to
I'm not
get too
a
crazy about it.
professional
I
here,
don't know. So yeah, like a good smoked brisket. I love smoked brisket. I love corned beef done right, not that cheap store-bought shit. I mean like a legit corned beef from like a good, like for example, a place up here that's been on the Food Network and been all over the place, a place called Chaps, which I love Chaps.
I've never been to Chaps.
Their
yet.
pit
I've not been to
beef,
Chaps
not
yet.
necessarily barbecue, but they're pit beef, and they got oh my god. You know what I mean? And so, and there's another place up here called Andy Nelson's, which I find somebody being from South Carolina, somebody who's lived in Georgia, lived in Florida, I've even lived in North Carolina, unfortunately.
you can't really go with North Carolina, can you?
Andy Nelson's is probably like the closest to like good, legitimate barbecue that I've ever had.
Andy Nelson's is
God, and their cornbread has actual corn in it, and it's sweet, and it's fucking. I mean, and you can see the pans that they bake them in because I've seen them they're all black and fucked up, and I'm like, hell yeah, I don't want no clean, pretty. We just ordered this shit from Kitchen Made. Fucking, I don't want that. I want some dirty fucking barbecue.
It's good.
Fuck yeah. So I know I've been elaborating
South
more on
Carolina.
my favorite foods more so than you guys have. We're going to get through this shit in 10 minutes with you guys.
Time.
No, I want you guys to take your time. I've been elaborating more.
Jimmy. You
So,
are very good
you're a good
talking.
talker.
Well, you'll like my
Just
number two
talk.
then, I
That's what we're going to do. Just say stuff.
Don't talk like that, though. God.
Oh, yeah,
My number two.
I would never
Has
talk like
anyone
that.
been given their number?
Let's see. Anybody else
Three.
got any favorite foods?
What's Shyamala?
I said Shyamala. Shyamala had we had the crab Benedict, and then she had chili chicken,
Chicken chili?
Is that like a soup?
gyro,
Gyro.
and wrap.
I like to.
From New
Where the
York.
fuck does she
I like
eat?
to try that. That sounds amazing.
And then biryani.
Biryani.
Burrito.
Biryani.
Biryani. That's.
Biryani? Is that
I've
what
never
it
had it,
Brioche.
but I know what it is.
A brioche
You know what it
burrito.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know exactly what it
Brioche
is.
is fucking
It's like
good.
it's like
Brioche bread.
I've heard of it though.
Wait,
It's like
yeah,
it's like an Indian kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Bruschetta.
It's legit then.
I've heard people say like
Brioche,
Like
bruschetta,
I've heard
burrito.
like Kamal Nanjiani, he's talked about biryani before, and he's
gotcha.
like, this is the one thing that everybody should try. Biryani is that.
What is it? Do you know like what it is? It's like okay.
I would try
Shyamala,
it.
what is it? What is the
Describe-
biryani?
biryani for
Yeah,
us?
describe a biryani.
I did have
because-
butter chicken recently. That's also like a Indian dish, or I don't know exactly if it's Indian, but like that region. Butter chicken was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
They just slap butter
But
on
my
chicken.
number two is gonna be. You guys got a guess? What's a guess?
I'm gonna guess that yours is burgers.
Bourbon.
chicken wings.
Ah, wow! I forgot about chicken wings. Chicken wings is a good one.
I love me.
Is that number 2 or 3?
Number 2.
Number 2. Gotcha.
Buffalo wings, like with it depends on they have to be made perfect. There's a lot of places like if you get them ordered, a lot of times they'll come back they're like dry or wet, super wet, or they're cold or whatever. They have
My
to be
number 2 is specific.
piping.
It has to be
piping hot, right out of the oven. Like I make my own because like I know how to make them perfect for me. So I do like get hot sauce, put hot sauce on like in a pan or a pot, and just let it like simmer a little bit. And then when they're done, like before I put them into the oven, I just put garlic powder, Old Bay, toss them in like olive oil so they can fry up a little bit. Put them in the oven for 45 minutes on like 400 degrees. Take them out. Then I put the simmered hot sauce over top. Have ranch over blue cheese. I know people. There's like this big thing of ranch versus blue cheese. There's some people are like super
blue cheese or go fuck your mother.
That's what I know.
As
If it's a good blue cheese though, because some blue cheeses taste like ass. Like I love a good just
chunky.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the chunks. I don't like.
I gotta have. The
I'm not a big fan of cheese in general. Like I like
blue cheese on burgers too.
I like cheese with stuff.
good.
I like cheese with. I don't like the one thing I don't like about like blue cheese is like super sharp. It's super has like a distinct very.
But I like blue cheese crumbles on a burger with like fried onion rings, barbecue sauce, blue cheese crumbles, cheddar cheese. That's another good burger I like.
Like
it sounds
it's
amazing.
like gorgonzola and that kind of thing. I don't like that either.
They sell it at Fridays.
Sometimes they put it on like salads and stuff like that from places over. I'm like, get that out of here. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like
send that shit back.
I like cheese. I do like mozzarella because mozzarella is
Get
more
outta
mild in taste and it's really just there because it's super stretchy. It doesn't really have much of a taste, you know.
Yeah.
Super stretchy and it's not like super sharp or. You know, doesn't overpower. That's my problem with blue cheese. It overpowers a lot of the other stuff. So that's why I don't like too many cheeses. But
my number 2 is Southern fried chicken, and I will really love the Southern. And it has to have some type of spice to it.
Mm-hmm.
It can't just be fried and then like that's it. There has to be some type of a hit to it, but not hot.
Not super.
It's not
yeah,
spicy.
I get it.
It's not spicy, but there's something I can't explain it. You know, my mom can make it really well. Other people down south make it really well, and other restaurants down south make it really well. KFC will bring you something kind of close. You know.
Do you like? Have you had Royal Farms chicken? Do you like that?
I don't like Royal Farms chicken.
No,
I don't.
I'm about done with you fucking people.
Thank you. You're talking about the Royal Farms thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because there ain't no taste of that shit. I don't taste anything of Royal Farms. I'm sorry. We're in
I was going to say we might be on 2 different wavelengths here because I'm saying I'm done with you guys because I fucking love Royal Farms chicken. I love Royal Farms chicken. Now here's the thing: we're both from the South, so we know good fried chicken.
But Rofo is horrendous and it doesn't taste anything like that.
I think you may have had it
whatsoever.
when. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to say this because I know where you're coming from.
It's horrendous.
Because I know good fried chicken. I do. Trust.
No. I thought you did.
My big ass grandmother, God rest her soul, fucking, she used to fry the fuck out of some fried chicken, right? Dude, I'm telling you.
Good woman.
But here's the thing. There's 2 types, and anybody that might be listening to this that knows Royal Farms chicken, there's 2 types of Royal Farms chicken. There's the fresh, Ron. There's the fresh. We just fucking fried it, and that big gimmick with the shit and the fucking, it's got the handle on it.
Yep.
They just fucking fried it. And they pull it out, and you had someone there that gave a fuck, so they breaded it the right way, seasoned it the right way. Bro, I'm telling you, they exist.
They fuck the seasoning up.
But not the people that Rofo shit is their life, and they live for it, and they season the fuck out of it, and then they put it in the thing. Then you get the bitch that is just there to fucking say they got a job or because they got nothing else to do.
But that's a lot.
They
of
leave the chicken.
Now.
They leave the chicken in there for hours instead of changing it out like they should, and then you get some rubbery, bland, cold ass, disgusting. It tastes like it was cold, reheated, cold again, then reheated again.
Yeah.
Disgusting piece of chicken.
And they
that
give you the
is the
drizzling shit,
kind
literally.
that would turn somebody off of Rofo chicken.
Really does.
But when it's done right, dude, when it's done right, I fucking love Rofo chicken. When it's done right.
But the last time I had my Rofo chicken, just
it probably
what I told
wasn't.
Rick, it was, I had the drizzling shit.
Ugh.
For like a day afterwards, and
Yeah.
I shit like 3 times. That's way more than
I mean,
normal.
everybody's body reacts to things differently. I've never gotten the shits from them. I'm typically not the kind of person, unless something's wrong with the food and like
Right.
I get some kind of, whatever. I don't get, like, I'm not the person who goes, oh, Taco Bell gives me the shits. I get the squirts from Taco. Like, it's disgusting. I hate even
Taco
saying
Bell
that.
never really, like,
Taco Bell doesn't mess with me.
I digest
Yeah,
Taco Bell really well.
I don't, nothing really
Now, if I
bothers
eat-
me that way.
If I eat McDonald's will get me, and then Burger King will get me. Those will give me.
Which I don't
the,
do that stuff anyway.
Royal
If
Farms
you guys
chicken.
are wondering what we're talking about diarrhea.
No, we're not.
Foods that give you diarrhea.
I don't
No,
do
okay,
I don't
maybe
do
not.
that stuff.
He don't shart or poot. You definitely shart.
Ew. That's disgusting.
I do love me some Royal Farms chicken.
disgusting.
It's not my favorite, but I do.
Yeah, I mean, it's
good.
not my favorite, but it's good.
But
You just put up a big old. But
Because I had to come to the defense because
Yeah,
there is 2 different types. And those
Yeah,
2 types
yeah.
I described because I've had both.
I've only experienced the bad. Because
I've had it when I've been like, damn, Rofo, stop fucking with my emotions. This shit's great. And then I've had the kind where I want to go back in there and fucking throw them at the people that made them. Like, which I've almost done before.
I want to record you when you're in that mood and you actually do it.
I'll do it.
You have to be in the mood, but if you are in that
I'll
mood,
take this. Hey,
you probably would do
fucking-
it. You probably would do it.
I've been in situations with Jimmy where
They got the Western fries too with the roll in there.
Southern home
I'm
cooked
going to Rofo.
fried chicken is where I'm going.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
can't beat that.
You can't beat that. Like, and I'm sure Rofo's probably got some.
What
I'm
is-
sure KFC's probably got some. Probably
KFC or
Hot Chicken's probably
Popeyes?
got
Which
some.
one?
What is the best one that
KFC
you've
or
ever
who?
had?
Popeyes.
Ooh,
Do you care?
Popeyes.
KFC versus Popeyes.
It's
I really,
something about
I would
that.
have to have them right in front of me and trying them. Then
I love
then would
Popeyes. I
develop.
like Popeyes biscuits over KFC's biscuits. But the type of seasoning that like KFC has on their chicken, man, there's something about
It's
that.
not bad. Yeah, I
Something
don't know,
about it,
man.
dude.
That's
There's
a
something
hard
about
one.
it.
We might have to.
You
do
got
we
the
might have
Colonel
to
and
do
you
a
got that sweet old
Popeyes
Louisiana lady.
Yeah, the Louisiana. We have to do.
Which if she knew what was going on in some of her restaurants, she'd be very upset.
I think KFC too, though.
Oh yeah, the Colonel would not fuck around.
Colonel would not
He would
deal
shut
with
it
that
down.
stuff.
Shut it the
But you know,
fuck
those
down.
are two: Kentucky, Louisville.
What's
Louisville.
Shyamala say about like, did she
Louisiana.
give us,
Louisville,
like,
Kentucky.
the 411?
And Amora
Yeah.
joined us. Thank you for coming back, Amora, and she's doing her list as well. I don't know if that's in order, but I'm gonna do your list, Amora, as well. Let's see. Shyamala had.
Did she describe what biryani was?
Shama, 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 shama,
Shama.
shama,
Shama.
Yeah, I'm trying. I tried.
Come and go. She said, so it's a chicken goat cooked with Indian spices and curd, which was marinated for 2 hours. Cooked till the fats from the chicken comes out. Then it's layered with cooked rice on top of this chicken gravy, and then fried onions. And this layer is repeated 2 times and then slow cooked in a complete covered vessel. That sounds amazing.
I'm gonna have to go somewhere and give that a
We
try.
might have to. That's like all the work. Just think about all the work that was put into that.
Sounds like a lot of work.
That's some, but
Sounds amazing.
there's a reason for that. Sounds very amazing.
Did she give us her number 2 as
All
well?
right, she had the gyro and wrap from New York, and then the biryani,
That's probably her number.
and then a crab rangoon.
Crab rangoon. So I think if I have an idea of what it is, like it's like yeah, it has like cream
Okay.
cheese as well sometimes.
Okay.
Is that optional or is that like?
No, it mostly comes with it.
That's pretty good.
Over here, and I know Brian's number 1 is my number 1, so I'm gonna save my number 1 for you, Brian, and then me and you will be able to bring our stuff. And then Laura said, "Bring that chicken to mass." What the fudge did I come upon? LOL. Hashtag IHTP. Poop or pee, either one.
What is
It could be I have to pee or poop. I never put those two
Did
together.
Amora post any of hers? What's
And
her?
Amora, let's come back to Amora's.
Go with her top 5 through 2.
Yeah, Mora had jerk chicken,
Jerk chicken, really good.
curry chicken.
Curry. All right, come on, Amora. Fuck, too much chicken already. That's the same category.
Beef fajitas,
Beef chicken.
chicken parm.
Stop, Amora. You're just qualified.
Chicken parm.
She just SmackDown versus Raw'd my ass. That's what she did.
Jimmy's like,
I don't buy it.
Really good.
I don't. All those are good, but it's the same thing.
Okay,
No,
wait
it's
a
not.
minute,
Come
wait a
on,
minute.
everybody.
I got an updated version.
She named 3 chicken dishes.
I
Rick,
got
come
an
on.
updated
Fine,
version.
that's fine.
It's updated.
Because
Here we
she was
go.
working.
We have her number 1 through 5 now. Are we ready for her legitimate 1 through 5?
I told you, Rick.
Number 5,
I smell her work.
Chicago style
Mile
meat
away.
lovers pizza.
So that could be her number 5
that
instead of
flipping-
1 because
Is that flipping
she's
around
from
now?
Chicago.
Is she
so
flipping
it's,
you around now? So her number 4, chicken parm.
Chicken parm is really good.
yeah.
Her number 3, beef fajitas. Or fajitas, if you like Vegeta.
I like jalapenos on my fajitas.
Number 2, curry chicken.
I like curry chicken.
Can you guess what number 1
I'm not a
is?
big fan of curry.
If it's chicken, I'm banning her.
It's what you are plus chicken.
A shit chicken?
Jerk chicken.
I was about to go in a whole nother direction. I'm glad you said something.
No, part of me wanted to see where you were going because I didn't think you were going to go jerk. I just wanted to see what's going to come up from Jimmy's brain.
Jerk chicken is really good.
Did Shyamala post her number 1?
Shyamala, what was your number 1? Did you put down a number 1? I don't think she did.
Well, we can.
And Amora said they are definitely different. So you're a piece
What's
of shit asshole for that.
But we're gonna go.
Maybe she didn't say all that.
I don't.
Jimmy.
I think she did. What?
What's your number one?
I have my number one. It's been my number one the whole time. It'll always be my number one. Number fucking one is pizza. Hands fucking down. I love,
can't hate pizza.
love pizza. Now,
Laura,
gotta hear what Laura says.
No, she's asking, what are we doing? Top five. Top five foods, Laura.
Interrupting Jimmy is what we're
Top
doing.
fight.
Right now.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
Jimmy is such a drama queen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Sean, you said Triple H talking to Shawn Michaels
yeah,
before he
yeah,
kicked
yeah.
Ric Flair's head off.
Oh yeah.
Sean, you said I'm sorry. No, it's Chris Jericho. I'm sorry because he's
Was it Jericho,
Canadian.
was it?
Yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
he was guilt tripping Shawn
Oh,
Michaels.
yeah,
and he was
because
like,
he.
Sean,
That was a good angle too.
you
I
said
had fun with that.
I'm sorry, and it just took me out of it because I was like, I can't listen to this Canadian bitch.
Because you were a
talk.
boat to leave
You
your
were a
host.
boat to go out,
To your
but you
host.
didn't. You said sorry.
Sorry.
I'm like, get him out. Get him out.
Your flag has a
Get him
leaf on
out.
it. Doesn't even count. He couldn't come up with anything else. So he put a
Why
leaf
are
on
these
it.
maple leaves here.
I do love maple syrup though.
And Shamla said beer
Yep.
was number one. Did I get it?
Got it.
Biryani.
Biryani.
Oh.
Biryani.
Biryani.
So, my favorite type of pizza, we've talked about it many times, Chicago style deep dish. And I don't mean like, look, I love my favorite pizza brand. Well, okay, there's pizza places, like if I could just go out and buy a pizza, I like DiGiorno. I'll be straight up with you. I love DiGiorno pizza. I think it is fucking top notch. Love it. Like pop that bitch in the oven. No other frozen pizza even comes close. And a lot of pizza chains, in my opinion, like I would choose like DiGiorno over like Domino's, Pizza Hut. Papa John's, I don't know. I might have to get Papa John's. I love
Not
Papa
me.
John's. I love
I like
Papa
Domino's
John's.
more than Papa John's. Papa John's is not very good to me.
I'll be honest with you. If we're talking about pizza chains I can actually drive to and get, I'll say it. Little Caesars is fucking amazing.
I don't know why he
I
loves
love
he
Little
loves
Caesars.
Gold's. He really
What are you
does.
talking about? Oh my
It is
God, their cheesy
cardboard
crazy bread
with cheese.
is
That's really all it is.
amazing.
It's so
No. Here's the thing though. Here's the difference. Their pizzas, like the ones that sit in the little oven for several minutes or however long they get in there, you get them. They can be a little cardboardy sometimes. But like their crazy bread, which is like their cheese sticks with that shit on it. They make those pretty much fresh for the most part. They don't normally keep those hot and ready. Some of them times they do. Bro, and then you get that big ass cup of fucking, most places, the thing I can't get, I don't understand, you get those fucking places with those tiny ass little fucking cups of marinara sauce. You're like, oh, can I have marinara? And they're like, oh, that'd be $1. And it's like, what do you mean fucking mean $1? And the thing's like that fucking big. And it's like, that's not even going to take one fucking cheese stick,
Right.
So it's like you take the so what they do is they get these nice big fucking, I don't even think they charge you for it. That's the thing. I don't even think it's just a big ass fucking cup of fucking marinara sauce, and so that I can deal with. Their pizzas do get a little cardboardy, but when it's fucking fresh, Rick, come on. What do you? Yeah.
I like Little Caesars. Nuts.
I'm gonna change your mind on that. We're gonna get you some fucking crazy bread with a big ass fucking cup of marinara.
My favorite chain is Domino's. Domino's people.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Favorite chain pizza?
Yeah, favorite chain pizza. Domino's.
Mine, I'm only going to go, and I'm going to default with Pizza Hut only because they have the stuffed crust pizza.
And I love when they
Pizza
get
Hut's
creative with the shit. And they come out with like the little cheese bites on the pizza. They like take them and twist
The
them
only
up.
thing that's good about Pizza Hut though is the stuffed crust. Like the stuffed crust with the cheese. The cheese is really good. It's got like a sweet kind of taste, not more of an.
Mora said CC's pizza is cardboard pizza.
CC's is not very good either.
It's not very good pizza. It's not very. It's
They
like
shut all the
cardboard
But it's all
CC
you
down
can,
around
but
here.
it's all you can eat. So
It is. It's cardboard.
Now,
with, right.
speaking of pizza buffets, there's one in York, PA that'll change your mind on pizza buffets.
What,
Did we ever went with you?
yeah, we went.
It's a
up
place
there.
called.
CC's?
It's a place called
It's
Infinitos.
definitely better than CC's. but
It's really
not-
good pizza. I mean, I wouldn't say it's oh my god, it's the best pizza ever.
Or I
but
don't like Domino's.
for a buffet style pizza, and they make whatever the fuck you want, and they don't give you shit for it like CC's does. Like, okay, I guess we can. Well, bitch, take the fucking thing off the sign if you get an attitude with me because I
I will say that
CC's
CC's Buffalo chicken pizza is really good.
So, and it's got those little fake ass pieces of cube chicken on it. If you go to Infinitos, they got like the strips of chicken. It's
I
so
hate the
fucking
bacon
good.
pizza at CC's because it's bacon bits pizza. It's
getting hot in here.
And it's not like real bacon,
So,
But what is your perfect pizza? Describe your perfect pizza.
I will right now. I'm glad
Hold on,
you
I have
asked.
before that, I have Laura's top 5 real quick, and that's going to lead into the favorite pizzas. So her number 5 is steak fajita. Number 4, chicken parmesan.
What the fuck?
Chicken parm is really good.
Number 3, General Gao chicken.
General Tso's.
GAU.
Normally it's General So.
It's probably General. Probably a thing. Number 2, deep dish meat lovers pizza, and then number 1, lasagna.
Lasagna is really good.
Lasagna's really
So
good.
she ripped all 2 of them Laura's. So I question.
Perfect
Yeah,
pizza,
I said
Jimmy.
that,
All right, so
she loves pizza.
Chicago deep dish pizza. It could be like a meat lovers, depending on what that meat is. I mean, some places, for the most part, meat lovers is pepperoni, bacon, sausage, shit like that. I guess, right? Ham. Okay. But yeah, I can go just cheese though. A good, authentic Chicago deep dish pizza, like
The one at
the
Jordano's.
Giordano's.
Amazing. It was amazing.
Even I'll say it. Even Uno's has pretty good Chicago style pizza because it's from
It's definitely
Chicago.
not- it's not better
It's-
than...
Uno's?
I will admit it's not better than Giordano's or whatever it's
There's a
called.
place in DC.
But-
I've been following them on Instagram.
they
Have
make-
like it's like
Well, I'll go tomorrow.
we should go.
No, I'm 100%. If they got like good ass fucking Chicago deep dish
Let's-
pizza, I'll
let's
go
give it a
tomorrow.
go.
Where is it?
I mean, you have band practice tomorrow, don't
Tomorrow
you?
night, but
I mean, we could definitely make
Not
that a
during the
thing.
day though. He can make it happen during the day.
Let's do
He
it
can
then.
make
I'm
anything happen
Rick.
during
I'm
the day.
serious. You just have to let me know when you're up and stuff, unless you want me to give you a wake up call or something.
I mean, I'll take it up like around 3 this morning and be up and
Because I have to leave my area around 5:30 because I have to drop some stuff off at someone's house, then go to practice, and I have to be there before 7.
let's talk about this after we're done the podcast.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right,
Getting
so
way
my
too
perfect,
personal. You're
my
getting way too
I
personal,
didn't name
Jimmy.
anything or
Yeah,
situations
no.
or nothing like that.
No, but
making-
we're making plans on the podcast.
Yeah, and
so-
you're just making me very uncomfortable. I just
Am
feel
I?
like.
Oh,
Why are you
I
mocking
got
me?
a suppository.
Why is he mocking? Why is he mocking me, Rick?
I don't know.
So,
Jerk.
Someone's got to do it. You're
legitimate. And
You
I
shit on
say,
me too. You're about to jump. He's
No,
about to jump in too. You
hop
fuckers.
on the fuck Paul train. But no, I was gonna say so. Like
my life.
when I say like legitimate, I just mean as close to legit as possible. Like given that we live in Maryland, right? But so just good Chicago deep dish pizza. You got that because the one authentic recipe I found that I made that was spot on. They have corn mill in their flour. So with like a little bit of sugar in there. So I made the shit from fucking scratch. So it was like I did like the corn shit and all that. It gives it like a nice, it gives a different texture, different flavor. So you do cheese on the bottom. I did fresh provolone, like comes in a ball with the net around it. Costs like $15. But I went all, this was like a year ago. I went all out.
Where the fuck was I? Because I would love
Yeah,
to
right.
be.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make it again. I'm gonna show you photos of it. Actually, since we're talking about it, I'm gonna put it on the podcast. I made it from scratch, and I did fresh mozzarella, like the milky mozzarella. It has water in it. You know what I mean? And then I made the sauce from scratch too, according to the recipe that the site gave me for authentic Chicago style pizza sauce, and then so then you layer the cheese down, and then you fucking put the sauce on top, and I folded the crust over a little bit. I fucking got melted butter with garlic in it, and I fucking poured that shit over the crust right there. Then I got fresh grated. I bought a little block of fucking Parmesan. That's how I went all out. Got my cheese grater, and I grated fresh Parmesan, a little drizzle of olive oil, okay, or EVOO.
And it came
as
out disgusting.
My favorite person, Rachel Ray, would say. You drizzle a tiny bit of
favorite
olive oil
person
across
who?
the top. Rachel Ray, she says EVOO.
What is the EDLO?
EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. But that's just what she said. EVOO.
'Cause she uses it a lot.
Oh, yes, a lot. That's why she is a little on the bigger side these days, which I was
Yeah, but is
surprised
she
to
like
see
that
about.
old, the other old lady?
She's not old, though.
Is she
Blue eyes.
like Gordon Ramsay who'll say just a
To
dash.
put butter on everything, and it's
No,
like,
but he'll
just
say a
touch,
dash of
just
a dash of olive oil, but he'll pour the whole bottle in there.
bottle in the
Like,
bucket.
What are you
And
doing,
he gets
Gordon?
butter. He's like, just a touch. And because he's talking to her, he's having sex with. He's like, yeah, just a touch. And he's like, stick a whole fucking stick of butter. And he's like, just a touch.
That's like Paula Deen.
But I don't
ever
give a
watched-
shit.
Paula Dean's the queen of that, though.
Have
He
you
can
ever
butter.
watched, have you ever watched Marco Pierre White's his videos sometimes?
I'd have to see a picture of him. I don't know him by name.
He's the one that like trained Gordon Ramsay. He's got like bushy kind of hair and that kind of thing. He does.
Gordon Ramsay would be nothing without me.
It really would, but but he also does the same thing where he's like he'll do like a dash of olive oil, but he'll like the whole bottle.
Just a touch here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going for a touch of olive oil. Oh, shit, it's out. Let me get another. So we're just going for a touch. It's like pouring over the pan.
Just a little bit.
Shit's
just
on
a
fire.
little bit.
All right,
How long
so
can we go for?
See,
this was maybe supposed to be the opening segment, but I think this is just
I
going to be the
know.
show.
Well,
at this
you
point.
know, we could keep
well,
going.
I think we're on to something
All right,
now because we can
so,
do top fives, but if we can,
all right, hang on.
but like everybody's more engaged with it too because everybody's wanting to talk about it. And Laura is defending herself against you, Jimmy, because she said I can't rip off Amora's if she is on Facebook and I'm on YouTube and you didn't hear her and I didn't hear hers. So hush, Jimmy.
Can I get it
Snap,
where
crackle, pop.
I
What do you
can
need?
see the screen so I can. So that's the dough. I made it. I let it rise. I made it from scratch. I followed the recipe for a legit Chicago pizza. That's my sauce. I made it right there. That's it. Oh, if I hold it, it's live. Look at that. It's bubbling. So I made the sauce according to all the shit that they told me I should do. And there it is inside of the pan or the casserole dish. Mine wasn't round. Mine was like a rectangle because I didn't have a deep dish round. So that's just a regular like casserole dish. That's fresh provolone and mozzarella. And that's it after I wrapped it. Or wrapped it. After I poured the fresh sauce in there over the cheese and all that.
Drop some sick beats on it.
Mm-hmm. And that's with the fresh Parmesan and the olive oil and the buttered crust. That's it inside of the oven. Yeah, I don't care if you guys don't want to see this. You're seeing it. And then here's the finished product with a slice missing. Tell me that doesn't fucking tickle you down.
Let me see it.
Yeah, it does. How's that? Look at that. Yeah, look at that. How's that making you feel?
Delicious. You gotta talk
What
like
was
Gordon.
it? I don't even know what he was.
You gotta talk like Gordon Ramsay when you're talking about it. You gotta be like,
God, Jimmy.
talk like Gordon Ramsay when he's talking about like when he's making his stuff. He's like, that's so delicious.
Yeah, it is.
I think he can't wait to eat it.
Beautiful.
Overselling his shit, his own shit.
He does that.
Yep. Oh my
That's
God!
what he
I can't
I
believe.
know,
I cannot
well,
wait to eat this.
I wanted to show it. I made.
That looks amazing. Looks really good, Jimmy.
Bob had it.
Show me it.
Bob liked it.
Who?
You fucked me up now. I should have went along with that. Yeah, I couldn't
No,
do
you
it.
fucked
I know,
yourself
I
up.
fucked it up.
What is that?
No, it's Chicago deep dish pizza.
Oh, okay.
It's just in a casserole dish, which some are made like that. Some you can't do it in a casserole. But I didn't have a round gimmick to put
Right.
the Chicago Pizza inside the gimmick to put it in those heating gimmicks you heat stuff up in and the
Now you're talking about like folk
I
history
can't-
lost.
no, I-
He says everything is a gimmick.
We were talking the other day about that, and you knew what I was doing.
I know
Okay,
exactly.
Dog, I didn't want those disappointing eyes falling on me.
Gimmicksy.
They still send those gimmicks in the mail called bills.
You know, but he's
being stone cold, and he's working,
though.
and it doesn't matter.
He's stone cold though. You can't take that away from him. You can't take that away from him.
Went and
So we're
took a
gonna talk
shit
about-
in one of those toilet gimmicks.
It's my number one.
All right, yeah,
They almost got it.
I'm going to say your number one is Fogo de Chao.
salad.
You're both wrong.
Is it something at Fogo de Chao?
No.
Shit! What the fuck, Rick? I'm disappointed in you. That's how I.
It
flip
was
it.
actually
That's
a
how I
Jimmy's.
flip
It was actually a Jimmy's top five.
pizza.
No, I said pizza earlier.
So if
Eggs.
it's or
Yours
or,
was
you're gonna
eggs.
say
His
burgers.
was eggs.
Huh?
Burger.
No.
Fuck, I'd have forgot.
Fried chicken.
Crab cakes.
Oh, crab cakes.
Ah, yeah.
Crabs
You're a
in general.
Marylander.
Crabs in general, but I love crab cakes. Sometimes I want just crab. Sometimes I want. The
You
crab.
like soft shell too, don't you?
Yeah, I like.
I never could get. It's the visual of the legs sticking out of the bread.
Crab that you're eating.
No, I know, and I understand the whole soft shell thing, but like
the legs are like you have a piece of bread with like these fried spider legs sticking out of it. Like it's just,
You know what? would
it's
make
a
it even
weird
better?
visual.
If they had like a nerve reaction whenever you took
Oh,
a bite, and
Ron.
the legs were like this is
Ron,
this
I
is
would kill myself.
the let's just do this while you bite
Ron,
it.
no, stop.
But then, even one step better, if you eat it ass first, you can hear a little scream, and it's like, ah!
Eat it ass first.
He's eating me!
Okay, so Ron, I'm gonna give it to you so I don't have to get back up and cause a disturbance. But I'm gonna show you a soft shell crab sandwich, which is very popular up in these parts.
What do you mean
when they're in
these
season?
parts?
And just the visual of this. I'm gonna get a good one. I see a bunch of them, but I want one that's presented right.
Soft shell crab sandwiches are pretty good. I don't like them.
I've never had it. I've never had soft shell crab.
I don't like them more than a crab cake, but they're definitely. I mean, they're different, a little bit different because they're fried and they're usually deep fried.
Come on.
That kind of thing. So
Would you approve? That's an accurate representation?
Yeah.
All right, show this to the folks. That's fucked.
Actually, looks pretty yummy.
Yeah.
Let me look at this.
it is pretty good. I mean,
I'm
it's
not
just
doubting
eating a
that
crab.
that is good. I just
But when I'm talking about like
visual.
eating crabs, I'm talking about Maryland steamed crabs.
It's like a fried crab on a well, it is a fried crab on a
Literally.
sandwich.
like Maryland.
Literally.
Now, would you mind? I don't mean to cut your point off, but would you mind for the people that don't know? I'm sorry.
Keep doing it.
What makes it a soft shell crab?
That it's,
What's the difference?
that you can't bite into like a
No, I
steamed
get that,
crab or a
but
boiled
what?
crab or
Why
something.
is it soft? Is it
I
right
don't
after
know.
they?
I mean,
well, it's
if they
it's,
fry it, and I think
No.
they actually take out the
No,
the
you have to
actual
catch them
shell
soft.
you have to catch them.
Yeah, you have to. I know the answer.
You
I
know
did.
the
I
answer.
did.
Then why the fuck are you asking
Well,
me?
because I thought you knew.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
No, that's why they're in season. And I mean, crabs are in season too. But I'm saying like soft shells because they actually catch them soft. Now it's right after they they do something. Now maybe I don't know to the full extent, but it's not it's not molting. But it's something when they shed something and they're soft and they're like their skin, everything's real soft, and then you catch them and it's like it's just, you know what I mean?
No, because you did.
No,
You did describe
I
it.
did.
You,
Okay.
You described like half the
What
process.
are
half of
soft
what you described? You were like,
shell
they do this
crabs.
and they do that. Either
soft shell crabs is a culinary crabs. I was right, and I doubted myself. I should have fucking went with it.
Well, what is it?
It is okay. It's a culinary term for crabs that have recently molted their old exoskeletons and are still soft. Soft shells are removed from the water as soon as they molt to prevent any hardening of their actual shells. So I was right, molting. I said shed, and then they have to catch them. So I was right. I was doubting myself though, but that is right after they molt and they get them, so they're soft.
But they're the same. They're still crabs.
They're crabs.
Like the same type
Yep,
of crabs.
they're
It's not
crabs.
a different type of crab.
Nope, they're crabs.
They just catch them when they're
It's
soft.
right after they molt.
they're really good.
So anyway, sorry, Rick.
I love Maryland steamed crabs as well, which are not soft shell; they're hard shell. You have to actually take those. I mean, people have eaten like usually in other places, from what I understand, they do boiled crabs rather than steamed crabs, and they're made differently and that kind of thing. They don't have like the seasoning and that kind of thing.
Right.
Sometimes they're very plain. But Maryland steamed crabs, you have like the Old Bay. They're caked in Old Bay pretty much. They're kind of like they're steamed with it, and then you just take them apart and you can eat the. If you want to, you can eat like the mustard and the guts and that kind of thing. It's delicious. Oh my god. But also,
People do love that shit though, don't they?
I love it. I mean, it's like people eat the mustard and like people will be like, the mustard, you can't eat that. It's poop
That's
or
poop,
whatever.
but it's mustard.
It's so good though.
Right.
I mean, it's good.
Is it mustard or is it poop?
It's fucking shit, is what it is. It's not mustard.
It is poop.
Crabs
Then
don't
why do
produce
they call it
mustard.
mustard?
Because it's yellow and people don't want to be honest with themselves, and some people love it.
And
And
it has like a consistency that's similar to mustard. It's like a little, like a sauce kind of thing.
So we're like dogs, because dogs love eating cat shit. we love
eating
crab
crab
I mean,
shit.
to me, it does taste a little
I
bit
know.
like mustard.
Oh
It has
my
like a little
God.
bit of like a. You don't eat the mustard, do you?
I never got, okay, because like I said, like originally I'm not from here, but I've been up here for about 16, 17 years about 16 years at this point. And that was one thing I could never quite get on board with is the art of picking crabs. Like,
Yeah.
I do like the Maryland culture aspect of it. Like, get a beer, get the crabs, and blah blah blah. Go to town, hang out. I love that. I don't like the visual, much like the sandwich. I don't like the visual of the whole fucking animal being right there in front of me, and I got to go and rip it apart to get the food out of it. Now, I did it, but I never was a big fan of the actual like visual. And then when you take the shell, the top shell off, you got the lungs, you got the little intestines will be in there, and the mustard, and it's just it's a weird visual. And when you get good at actual like picking crabs, you're not just destroying them and little shells everywhere. You get good at actually picking them. The meat's amazing. Of course, the meat's amazing.
It's delicious.
It's a lot of work for not that much reward, but it's the whole experience of doing
That's how
it.
I feel about crabs.
It's just a hangout experience. It's just the experience of doing it.
It's more socializing. You have some beers, and
you don't eat crabs to get full. You
Right.
eat crabs for the experience of it. Like oftentimes people eat crabs, an hour later they're ready to go get something else to eat.
Right.
Because you just do it for the experience of eating them.
That was the thing that annoyed me.
I mean, you say that, but also I will eat crabs by myself. I don't need nobody
Well,
around.
if you get
I'll like the
a
crabs.
whole bushel of crabs, Rick, you might get full.
I will eat like 12, a dozen crabs.
Right.
Easy.
And
No-
you'll be
no big
full.
deal.
But when you're
How
with a
long
bunch
does
of people and you're all eating 2 or 3 or 4 at
It
a
does
time,
take like an hour
come
to
on.
get through
It
them.
takes a
but-
while to get through them, though, right? So
Yeah.
it's like a longer process, but it's still like you.
It's
enjoy
just a
it.
social
good.
thing. It's
Still
hey,
so
let's
good.
have a beer, let's have some crabs.
But also crab cakes kind of simplified because of course they take out the meat and put it into like a thing.
yeah.
Plus they also like do extra stuff like
crab
they'll put-
cake is crab for dummies.
Sometimes it'll be like seasoned in a different way. And that kind of, my favorite crab cake. You mentioned Pappas. Pappas is really good. That's my number 2. My number 1 is this place called the Food Market, which is a restaurant in Hamden, which is where I'm from. And it's a neighborhood in Baltimore, and it's kind of similar to Pappas, but it's like to me it's higher quality. Just 'cause it's so good. Huh?
I've had a couple of different orders from there before.
The Food Market?
Yeah, and some near that area, but I didn't know they
If we
just
ever
had
do
crab
like
cakes.
a top 5 restaurants, Food Market's number 1.
Really?
Which food market?
So good.
What, is
It's
it
called the
Food
Food
It's
Market?
called the Food Market.
Where?
That's the name of it. I just said in Hamden.
In Hamden?
Yes,
Where he lives.
where I was.
I know where you live, but I don't know a food market. Is it an actual market or is it just
It's a restaurant
name?
called the Food Market.
Oh,
The reason it's
no,
called
I was thinking of like Cross Street Market. Or
yeah,
like,
the reason
I
it's
thought
called
it was a
that
real market.
it used to be
It's a restaurant.
It used to be a market. It used to be a actual
Like an
grocery
actual-
store.
oh,
but then
okay.
the restaurant took it over. It was a long
And then-
time ago.
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
ever since they just kept the name.
That
pretty
makes
much.
sense now. That makes sense.
You like the Food Market? It's so good. It's amazing.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
expensive.
eaten there. I've
You're
just
gonna
had
spend a
orders.
pretty penny if you go there, but it's really good. They have like the pound crab cake, which is like $50 just by itself. Although they also have like sides like they have like lobster mac and cheese with it and that kind of thing. It's really good. So good.
I love lobster mac and cheese when they don't fuck you on the lobster. I hate when they give you a big ass bowl of macaroni with like a little pussy ass fucking little lump of lobster. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? Come on, man.
But yeah, we're gonna go to.
Come on,
Any
man.
chance they get to rip you off, man, they'll do it.
When we get a chance, we'll go to the Food Market for like dinner one day.
And by that he
That sounds
means
good to
when
me.
I have money.
When Jimmy
Ron.
can cover his own food. Yes, sir.
What's your number 1?
I'm going to read Brian's number 1 because the only thing is the side that I need to change. But he said my number 1 would have to be steak cooked rare.
Good old
I
steak.
wouldn't mind if it was still mooing
Oof.
with a baked potato and corn nuggets. So I would change the sides though. I would do mashed sweet potatoes and broccoli. Same shit though.
You know what I like with a good
Same
steak?
shit, though.
You
I
like
like
it
I like a good ribeye. I like a good ribeye, medium well. I do like a little tiny bit of pink in there, but more on the well side.
Yeah.
I don't want it mooing. That would fuck with me pretty
I'm fine with
hardcore.
it mooing. And actually, I prefer it mooing.
And I would do on the side, I liked garlic mashed potatoes and asparagus.
They got to be mashed. though.
Asparagus is really good.
As-
They got to be mashed.
mashed
I don't like
Good
asparagus.
grilled asparagus with steak. Fucking come on.
I wouldn't mind steak either.
I like good
Steak would probably be like number 6.
Yeah, I like good
man.
broccoli. A good piece of broccoli is good for me with.
I like broccolini actually, especially when it's
I
sautéed.
never really knew much about broccolini, but
It's hard to
kale and
find.
broccoli mixed together, like
It's just
spread together or
it's
whatever.
like a smaller piece of broccoli. It's a little more stem, and the florets, is that what it's called? Are on the top. They're not as. It's not your typical. It doesn't look like your typical little broccoli nugget.
Yeah.
But they're a little thinner. I don't know. They just taste really good. They taste like broccoli, but it's.
I
Just,
do not like broccoli.
broccolini. Let me see.
I do not like broccoli. I don't like the smell. The smell, it smells like poop to me. Honestly. It's disgusting.
Yeah, broccoli doesn't have the best
It
smell.
doesn't smell. I can't get past that to really, like, and I don't like the texture of when it's cooked either. I can eat like raw broccoli with depending on like ranch or something like that, but the texture of broccoli like doesn't. It's too mushy.
See, when you're on the old bodybuilder diet, brother, you eat a lot of chicken, rice, and broccoli, brother.
Broccolini
I wish
is,
I did like broccoli because it's definitely like one more healthy food. You can do a lot of stuff. with it,
broccolini is actually a crossbreed of broccoli and Chinese broccoli. Oh, COVID. Chinese. I'm
The
sorry.
Chinese
broccoli.
The
You're gonna go-
Chinese
list.
broccoli.
I know. A leafy
It's the
vegetable.
Chinese broccoli from
A leafy
China.
vegetable commonly referred to as gai in Lan in Cantonese or ji in Mandarin. You get the florets found in broccoli and the longer stems and leaves found in Chinese broccoli. So that's why it looks different. But it
Yeah.
is,
It's good, though.
It's a different version of
I
broccoli.
mean, yeah, and that's why I said, dude, it tastes like broccoli.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. It's a little different. It just looks a little different. And I don't know. It's a little, I don't know. I just like it. I don't know. Why not?
So that's our top 5 favorite foods.
Yep. And then Laura said Bob would like Nordic Lodge in Rhode Island. It's all you can eat seafood buffet, very expensive. But
Anything all you
She's
can eat,
talking
he'd
about
like.
I love
maybe
seafood.
she means.
because the thing.
Oh no!
You not know who the fuck people are by
Oh,
now?
no,
Like,
we
I
gotta
know the
get
names
this
are
fixed.
fucked up,
Yeah,
but
the
That's
names
the
are
thing.
messed up. Yeah, we
Here's
gotta.
the thing. See the
no,
the
Bob
name
would
at the
like
bottom-
anything that's all he can eat, period. The
would-
actual Bob will just, he'll eat anything.
I want to explain just the reason
Yeah,
the names are the way they
yeah.
are because we can't adjust this right now. I'm going to fix it so we can adjust the names,
Yeah.
but the names are just there so you know who is on the podcast.
When we normally right.
because even like
She meant
Jimmy
Rick.
Jimmy is sitting where Rick is, but
But you're Rick.
But I'm
Wait
Rick.
a minute.
That is
anybody
Jordane,
saying
and
Rick.
Jordane's elbow is Sinndred,
Yeah.
and then fucking you're Bob, I'm
thought
Rick.
This was Sinndred right here.
so that's why we're
Don't
going to fix.
disrespect him by calling him a
next
piece
week,
of
I will
shit like
get this.
Sinndred.
You need to stay on top of me about this.
True.
Because if
True.
my problem is I procrastinate, and by the time it comes to it's time to record a new podcast, I can't. It's too late. But
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
need to
but we gotta-
stay on top of me
Yep.
and be like, fix this, Rick, so we can fix our names.
Yeah,
So,
because this,
I'll do that.
but this has been a fun episode. First of all, and we also have a little update on Spinning Games Radio because that's going to be.
yeah, I
coming
mean,
up
I already
soon.
talked about like the PS5 is coming out next week. I'll probably be doing some stuff with that when it comes out. I want to kind of stream a little bit. I'm not like a big time into streaming video games, that kind of thing, when I'm by myself because I like to sit there and just enjoy playing a video game without having to talk to people, that kind of thing. But I will, I will stream a little bit of it when it releases. I'll do like the unboxing and all that. That'll be the next thing with Spinning
Unboxing will be
Games.
badass.
It'll be super cool.
And next week we have top 5 porn flicks of all time. So be sure to
I
tune
could not
in.
name you a single. I watched
Me neither.
plenty
No
of it,
idea.
but couldn't name you a single one. Couldn't really.
And I'm going to buy a couple of boxes of Guess Who, and I'm going to do some customizing and lots of Google and printing and sizing of images, and I'm going to get some double-sided tape, and we're going to make this
Tell
happen.
people so they can prepare
Guess
for next
Who's
week.
dick coming soon.
Our actual obviously this was our first time doing a top 5, but I wanted to not be the whole episode, so I wanted to be a segment.
What
of
else
an
are we going
episode.
to talk about?
So, but next week we're going to do the top 5, and we're not going to spend we're going to have like a timer, 1 minute timer. You can talk about it, say what your thing is, talk about it, and then move on.
Laura, they already jumped on you. She said top 5 positions. Rick or Jimmy. Already
I said that earlier.
Jimmy already. Yep.
Doggy
And-
style is number 1.
And
Spoiler.
Laura, right, and then and Laura said.
I'm
Laura
just
said,
saying.
I know who the fuck
I
you
love
are.
it.
She's just tired.
Okay.
But Laura is our regular. She
Excuses.
definitely knows. She definitely knows
All right.
who we
So
are.
she said
Jesus.
top 5 positions. Our next
Rick's like, I got
top
it.
5 next week will be. If we want to do, do we want to do this top 5 positions? Let's do it. Top 5 positions next. It'll be next.
I already spoiled mine. That
I'm
was
on-
a shoot.
I'm
I wasn't
available
kidding.
Tuesday and Friday. One of those days.
That shit's
we
my
can-
favorite.
Cool.
So yeah, that's our That's the episode.
Then
Are
you
we
gotta
going
do
home, or are we
updates
talking
on-
about anything else?
No, that's it.
Are we on a timer?
We're at 1:45.
Oh, okay.
It's a good place to cut it.
Right.
Good
So
stuff.
we're pretty.
Or we
pretty
could
legit,
not
man.
be psychos and go 15 more minutes. Just make it,
Not be psychos.
make
What are
it
we
make it
gonna do
even. Make it, make it even 15. Get a 2-hour mark. Or we can take it home now. I don't care. Whatever.
It's how they
All right.
keep going.
1, 2, 3. Ding ding. All right.
I mean,
Whatever you guys want to do. I don't care.
I don't-
I'm on the sauce right now, and I don't have.
Well, my only thing
At
is
this point, I don't have nothing to do.
IHTP. IHTP. Is that it?
Brian has to
IHTP?
piss.
and then,
Oh no!
If we're gonna do this tomorrow,
Not
when we
really,
go to like
but-
that restaurant, I need
like
to go
poop.
to bed. At a
I mean, not.
All right, well, let's
like
go ahead and
poop.
wrap it up then. We had nothing else to talk about. Ron's got to do some nasty stuff.
We had some other.
I
Rick's
just
got to
had
go to
pee.
sleep.
We did have some other things planned, but we had like this kind of took over the episode unexpectedly. So,
Well, it was your
like
idea.
I said, it was my idea. But like I said, next time we're gonna kind of consolidate everything, so it will just be a segment of
I don't
the
know
show.
if we're able to do that.
Yeah, you got Ron and I on the sauce over here. It ain't gonna happen.
Is that we talk about one thing, then I'll ramble on to the next thing, and then then we have to come back to this one thing that we're doing, and then it's
we always have to
we
circle
need to
back.
we need to stay focused. We need to stay
Well,
focused.
he's liquored up. I'm liquored up. It ain't gonna happen.
Well,
It's just.
so we're gonna. It might,
Hey,
it might
oh,
just
does
have
that
to be-
annoy you? Does it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop doing that. That's annoying.
I
And I'm
know.
sure it doesn't sound good for the
That's
audio.
why I did that.
That's exactly why he did it. You jumped into his trap.
Anyway, I don't want to do top 5 sex positions because I
That's
don't know if
pretty
I.
cliche.
Yeah,
It's
I don't.
very cliche.
I don't know if I could think of.
I
it.
wanna
My
shit on
number
Jen.
2 is when they
Very
like lay
cliche.
on their side and you kind of like get it. So it's almost like dog. It's not, but it's like they're laying on their side and their legs are
laying
kind of.
down.
Yeah, no,
Are
it's
you
like
laying next
no,
to
no,
them?
no. You're like on
It's
your
like
knees.
snuggled. You're
No, no,
snuggled.
like you're on your knees and you're fucking holding that hip,
they're
and
on
they're
their
like
side
they're
and you
they're
have
on
to-
their side.
But you have the leg up and that kind of.
You could do the leg up if you want, or you can have both legs down, and you just have that grip on this thigh and a grip on this hip or something, and you got that side angle, and you could bend the legs up a little more if you want to get some extra, And you can pop the leg up if you want to. If you want, I love that shit. I don't know. My number 3 would be flat on the stomach, on their
doing our
stomach,
top-
not their back, their stomach.
Apparently, we're doing top.
Flat on their
top 5 sex
stomach.
positions.
He's already doing
And
it.
I'm fucking because
He's already
you got
doing
me
it.
liquored up.
Well, where's
Okay,
number 4 and 5 now.
Come on. give
so
it up.
number 4 would have to be.
You said that your
So
number,
with dog,
hold on.
because
You
dog is
said-
number 1.
You said your number 3 was when they're flat on their stomach, but they're
Flat on
laying
their
down.
stomach, and then you're on top of them in the back. Just
That- that's a
doing your
nice one.
thing.
That
That's
is
a
a
nice
good
one.
one.
I like that one.
10 more minutes,
You can
guys.
press
I've
press that back down.
I've
for
been
that.
there before. It's
So,
really nice.
so number 4 would have to be. Is it still doggy if they're standing up, bent over? I like that too. Or is doggy all
Stand-
4s?
stand-
Doggy's all 4s. What? Yeah. Oh yeah. I meant to tell Andrea. Oh fuck. I meant to. No, it's mine. But I meant to tell because she said if I didn't want it, she would drink it. I started drinking it, then I looked at the Michelobes. I'm fucked up. You guys got to stop
So
getting me drunk.
standing doggy is your number 4.
Yeah, like doggy is on all 4s. I love that.
Got it.
Standing was
Some strong wine, ain't it, boy?
well, no, I drank a glass and a half, and then I went to the Michelobes, and I'm on my 3rd Michelob. And 5, I don't like missionary. I'm not a fan of it. I don't need to look in your eyes and have your breath all like I don't need all that. Like I don't. Fuck. And I don't like being ridden.
You don't like that?
That gets annoying. No, I don't like that. They get all weird.
I guess with guys it's different than with girls.
Yeah, but even still, like fuck. What's number 5?
I mean, I like being ridden. It's no big deal to me, but I don't have to do anything. I just lay there, enjoy it,
I
Easy.
guess number 5 would be like chained up with a ball gag. No, I'm kidding. I'm
That's not a
kidding.
position.
I don't know what my number 5 would be. I gave you my top 4. I would have to think of number 5. I don't know.
I mean, if we're talking about like positions, are we talking about like acts? That kind of thing?
No, just bodies. Like where are they? What are they doing? What shape are they in? You know,
What shape are they in? What shape are they in?
I mean, come on.
Tell us how you really feel.
You
Jimbo.
know,
Tell us how you really feel.
What shape are they in? I mean, like, what's the? I gave you mine.
Name a random number 5.
Maybe I just don't know enough.
I love it because people in the chat
I do like.
are like they're copying each other because Amora said I can't with a laughy face.
And everybody else is like, I can't. They're
Marie-
like, guys,
Marie
take this
Odom's
home.
like, I can't.
They're
With
like,
two
take it
laughy
home.
faces. And it's just like.
Amora's over there like, go home, go home.
Like I'm trying not to think about him talking
All
about
right,
grabbing
fine.
his hips.
Here it is. Here it is.
Laura's on the other side.
Here it is. Rick. All right, when you're standing up,
You said that.
Yeah,
when
I saw
you're
that.
You're gonna read that, Rick? Read
no,
it,
he's
Rick.
gonna read it, but let me give you my random number 5. When you're standing up and you got them. The legs around your waist. You're holding them. Fucking,
They're not going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
ain't
You can
going
walk
nowhere.
around and just fucking. Let me go to the kitchen real quick. And
You can do like what's the Cesaro move where he swings them around?
You can swing them around too if you want.
The
Their
big
head,
swing?
their head might
The
hit
big
something.
swing?
Depends on how many drinks I've had. So, it's,
So Laura's named 2 apparently.
holy shit. Well, what? I
She
would've-
said, "Well, swallow not spit is not a position. That's just something you do."
Yikes. This is after hours now, people. Where it's
this
officially
is-
switched over to after dark.
Laying on my. This is also not a position. This is just like a. Well,
But just let her get it out of her. What is it?
She says, "Laying on my back on hood of car, you standing in front."
Hell yeah.
That's a position, Rick.
Oh, hell
Me specifically
yeah.
on the car. That's that's like
I
kind of like
mean-
an exhibitionism is like
Yeah, when you're fucking outside everywhere.
yeah, that's a
Is that
thing.
it?
And then face down on bed, just knees and hips up. So just doggy style sounds like to me.
Or you got her legs bent the fuck backwards like a fucking like a pinwheel or something. You just got them like, rup, like you
Told
can,
you I was gonna break
how
that back
flexible are you?
in. I was gonna break that back.
Knees are up
Let's
backwards
look
in the air.
over to. Yep.
If you guys have your favorites, go ahead and
Everybody's saying I
name 'em.
can't. I
No.
can't.
nobody's involved.
Man,
See, considering the
we're just having a good old time.
Everybody's having a good time though. That's all that matters.
All right, Ron,
really.
what's your number 1?
My number 1 position?
Yeah,
Missionary.
missionaries.
Yep.
It's
Missionary's
great.
I
number
never
1.
got on board with it.
Missionary's number 1. And
It's a little
then
bit tougher for you, I imagine.
number-
No, it ain't at all.
No.
I promise it's not.
The number 2, missionary.
Okay, so
Number 3,
here we go.
reverse missionary. Number 4, inverted missionary.
Mitch, I was gonna say there's got to be other forms of missionary.
Inverted missionary. And good old number 5.
Wrist lock.
I was gonna say sleeper. Sleeper. That's mine.
Good top 5.
Everybody have theirs?
Yep. This is what happens.
Man, Jimmy had a cloud of images. Jimmy definitely had a cloud of images. I will keep my top
I always
5
have images.
I will keep my top 5 positions to myself. And then Amora said, "Why? Sounds dry." I don't know. Something sounds dry.
But who said
Maybe
they keep it to
missionary.
themselves?
Maybe missionary sounds dry.
Who said they keep it to themselves?
Marie said.
So maybe,
You can
maybe
spice up
no,
missionary perfectly. It's
Maybe
big
no,
deal.
maybe Amora was saying why that's dry, like to leave it to yourself or something.
No, dry. She means dry as in boring. Like
No, but when that person said that they were gonna keep their top 5 to themselves,
oh
yeah.
I don't. Think
maybe
she
that's
said that.
dry.
Yeah.
Like lame. What is it?
I mean, you said, but with missionary, like if she's talking about like that's being boring and dry, like you can spice up missionary in any sort of way. It's so many
I mean,
things
people
you can
think
do.
like even what you said, like you were like, I imagine that'd be harder for you. Not at all.
no.
Not even in the
I would
slightest.
think so because like
Not at all.
on the occasion that I've actually gone that way, like
You just throw them legs up and go to town. That's all you got to
I
do.
guess you can do that.
Yeah,
But
there's
you
no
have
I
to-
guess to it.
You have to kind of
Nope. No, you don't, Rick. You're
know?
thinking too much. I promise you don't. It's that the promised land's closer than you think it is. Like, you don't have to get a pillow underneath or get some weird angle. You just lay down, throw them legs up, and you go to town. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
I promise.
There
Take
you
it
go.
from
That's
me.
what we know about
I
Jimmy.
have
Amora
experience.
said, no, the missionaries. Yes, the missionaries. who sound
Missionaries?
dry.
So they are dry. I'm with you, Amora. I
They
think
can
it's
be
boring.
dry.
And I don't need to look into your eyes
They're
and feel
so
your hot ass
dry.
breath all over me. I don't need to do all
We
that.
can do all
Driest
kinds of things
position
with missionary.
you
You
can
can
think
grab
of.
each other's hand and do whatever. Like,
Test of strength.
Exactly.
you can grab their hair, pull it back.
Oh, Jesus, Rick. Like, choke them, fuck
You
it.
can
Oh,
choke. You
God.
can do that if that's what you're into.
A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
So when you actually post this, we're just going to cut the last 15 minutes
It's
off.
too late.
We might.
No, we're
already
live
posted.
now. No,
We're
we're
live.
live now, but can't you go back and shave it or something?
Post automatically after.
I know
we're
it posts automatically, but he can go back and
We could do that, but
cut
On
it, right?
Facebook we could, maybe.
Okay.
But we can't do it on.
Oh, I don't give a shit. If people are
Now it's
fascinated
just
about
there.
my sexual positions, DM me. We can talk about it.
his DMs are open.
There you go.
If you know any Asians, they're on my
That's
way.
our top 5. That's Ron and Jimmy's top 5
Right.
sex positions. I'm gonna leave mine a mystery for now.
Yeah.
But
All right. Well, there you go.
thank you for
All right.
joining us.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you
go
for-
home.
Very, very fascinating.
It's
ending to
not.
that.
See that this is the way we went through that so quickly. That's the way we're going to do this in the future. But our next
Well,
next
mine
week's
were just like I was just saying something to say. I'm not actually going to put
Right.
out my
sure.
actual favorite sexual position.
the-
Oh, well, I guess I'm just beneath it then. I
No,
can't.
you're a whore.
Yeah. But I
You're
won't.
just a little dirty
I
whore.
will not object that.
You could, if you thought that
See,
all
the
I
way-
want to do is
called Jimmy a little-
missionary.
I
then
know, Ron.
please.
Come on.
Please.
When I heard the inverted reverse, you really think I don't know?
No.
That's why I said wrist lock. I mean,
Exactly.
you could put him in
Well,
a
the
wrist
last one
lock,
was a
I
sleeper.
guess.
Well,
You know
a
what I mean?
sleeper's legit though.
I mean, yeah, you could. Yeah. Like, I mean,
So since we already did our sex positions, we're going to do a different top 5 for next week to open the show.
And Amora had the truth though. She said, "I mean, unless I'm in a pretzel, it sounds dry."
shit.
She's got to be put in a pretzel. Hey man, you know,
Look, I mean, I get it,
don't
but
disrespect. That's legit shit.
This
right
is what
there.
we're doing for our top 5 next week. Top 5 wrestling moves.
What do you mean by that? Like favorite, like
Wrestling moves.
sexual
Finish-
wrestling moves or
Why is it? We're doing wrestling moves. Like
yeah, but if you're a wrestler, here's the thing: getting somebody in a tombstone position at like a 69, that's some fun shit.
Jimmy, now it's question Jimmy for the next 5 minutes, since we got to make our time.
But no, hang on real quick. Question me,
Before-
but
okay.
Before
you know
we
the
do
thing,
that, before we
you
do that,
turn
let's-
him up like a tombstone, but it's a 69.
we're doing.
So you hold him, and you're just.
You're
So
just gonna
this is where we're going now.
If you
but
haven't
just
tried it,
top 5 wrestling moves, like finishers or whatever.
let's do finishers. I feel like
Top 5
finishers would be
finishers
better.
Top 5
Finishers would be
finishers.
cool.
Because wrestling moves, goes suplex. Like I feel like finishers.
No, nobody's gonna. It's anybody's.
You know what
favorite.
I mean. So moves, we'll do
Finishers good.
finishers, and then
Finishers
because
good.
then you could go down the line history wise too, and like
You can go with whatever. Right.
I'm down.
Perfect segue.
All right, here we
Laura jumped back in. She said, "Perfect segue." Jimmy, shaved or not shaved? Preference.
I really don't care. That doesn't make a difference to me at all. As long as you're a clean person, doesn't make a difference.
And then Laura said, "I put mine out there because I don't care. Just bring the zip ties."
Shit.
Wow. Ours is something.
I'm gonna bring them, but forget the scissors.
And then Marie back over on Facebook said, "I think Jimmy needs to get some."
No,
I think Jimmy.
trust
thinks Jimmy,
me.
No, Jimmy thinks Jimmy needs to get some.
I need to get some every fucking day.
That's what I'm saying.
Multiple times a day. Like that'll never change. But no, I'm good. But it's just I just know what I like doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a kinky person either. I don't mind saying it. I'm not a kinky person. I've had friends accuse me of being vanilla because I don't want to slap somebody or spit in their mouths or some crazy shit. I don't like that kind of stuff.
Those aren't positions, but I'm not saying
No,
that
I
don't
it's just
do 'em.
sexual acts. Like
Not saying you don't do them.
I'm not
See,
into
that's why I
that.
was talking about, like,
You
positions
spit
and
on
stuff
me,
like that.
Houston, we have
Like
a problem.
me, it's
Like,
acts. Like I do like that kind of stuff. So.
I don't. I don't.
Like,
Don't
the
choke me.
positions don't
I'm
really
not
matter. I just
choking
want to
you.
be like have fun with it.
Because I'm gonna feel like I'm in a fight and I'm gonna start punching your ass.
All right, quick little story. I don't care if it's too much. You can get off the stream. I had somebody riding me one time, and I guess they were getting too into it, and them hands went around my neck, and I Brock Lesnar them off the yes, I did.
Oh no!
And my bed for legit, my bed was about as high as this table is because I had
Right.
one of those like elevated beds,
It's
like
2, 3 feet off the ground, right?
roughly, yeah. I had a big ass bed at the time. I still have the same mattress. I just don't have the same frame and all that stuff that
Right.
raised it up. I took them and I was like, and I took. He fell on the floor. And what the fuck? And I was like, oh, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I just thought I was just. Don't fucking put your fucking
Don't
hands
just
around my
think.
neck.
This is just
The
don't just think.
fuck?
This is something,
Yeah, that's
that kind of
weird.
stuff
You
is
put.
something you
We
talk
didn't
about
talk
with
about
somebody.
that. Yeah, we didn't
You have
talk
to
about
the
that.
thing. See, for me, this is the same
You
thing.
just,
where-
I'm a, and it's like, yeah, bitch, and it was hard.
Choke you?
It was hard. Like
started
he,
to choke you,
he
like-
went.
we talked about this a little bit
I was
last
like,
week.
hell no.
Papa ain't dealing with that shit tonight.
And I said, you know what? I'm gonna finish. Bend the fuck over. We're taking this home.
We talked about this a little bit last week, where like
Jimmy's on another level
communication.
tonight, man.
Communication is like super important, no matter what aspect of relationship it is, like sex, especially sex, because people are into so many different things. You don't know, like Jimmy obviously is not into that kind of thing, especially if you don't warn him first. Like anybody
right.
would be thrown off. You're all of a sudden you're choking somebody. You don't.
It
even-
wasn't like a
you didn't
light
talk about
little
it. Yeah.
thing. It was like a legit, like
That's
they
ridiculous.
grabbed
You
my
don't
throat.
do that. You don't. Consent.
I thought they were
That's
going
harsh.
crazy or
Consent
something.
is
You
the
don't
most
know.
imp-
People are crazy.
Consent is so important, no matter what. If you're, especially when you're involved with sex, especially, and it's like, talk about that kind of stuff. Talk about that kind of
That's a
stuff
shoot
first.
too, man. That's a sad
Anyway,
thing.
I
I'm
just
just
wanted to say that.
imagining Jimmy. Like, now we gotta lighten it up a little bit because I'm just imagining Jimmy being like, "Ooh,
I don't know if I'm doing all that, but
I can't imagine Jimmy do that. I cannot
this is
imagine.
Jimmy. This is legit Jimmy. Oh, you get it. You get it. I like what you're doing.
yeah, I mean,
Just fucking starts. going.
pretty much. I mean, I didn't throw any
How
blows
awkward.
or anything, but
like how awkward.
Oh, he
Laura
felt-
said,
he felt
death
so
by
bad.
sex. What a way to go.
he felt so bad too. After
Well, yeah,
that. He
of
was,
course.
I'm sorry. You know,
of
it's
course,
like,
he probably really legitimately like wasn't just being.
and you know the
into
sad
the
thing about
moment.
that too, that was a good Asian. That was an Asian. That was a good one too. Now, I mean,
That
we
was a
still,
good A,
we
it's a
still,
good A.
it was a good Asian. We still talked and everything after that. We still were. It was a regular. This was years ago, but it was still a regular thing. But he knew at that point, like,
Papa don't play. Papa don't play.
that was when I was wrestling full time at the other company. You know that
were
deal.
going. Yep,
And
you
it
were
was like, I
rolling, man.
guess you thought because what are you going to start chopping me now? Like, what are you
Right,
going to
right,
do?
right.
You know what I mean? Like, get me to figure four while we're fucking. Like, come on. Don't wrap your hands around my throat. That's
Right.
like, I'm just not into that. But again, I don't think I'm dry. I don't think I'm boring or vanilla. I don't like the violent stuff, like the I don't like bodily fluids. Excuse me. Speaking of, like because like my thing is I don't like breath. I know people.
Yeah, you are weird
People are
about
gonna think
that
I'm
stuff.
weird. I know
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
gonna think I'm weird.
Yeah, but you are weird. Though.
I don't like
Accept
spit. So I'm not the kind of person to make out with you for hours. Not gonna happen. I might do it once just to show you because I know normal human beings do that. But that's it. That's it. I don't want your spit.
You're alien. You are such a fucking.
I don't want
alien.
your spit in my mouth. Your breath.
You are such a fucking
Your
alien.
breath.
Think about this, like
Human spit.
How do normal humans react? Well, I really. That was really good.
I don't
baby.
like-
Do you like baby? Cool. Let's not do that again. Jesus
From
fucking.
what I understand about Jimmy,
I
he's
just want
not.
to get laid. I
I got
drink
this
saliva.
spit in my mouth.
Yeah, I got this spit.
From what I understand about Jimmy, this has been a conflict
I don't like
of his,
farts. I
think.
don't like
think.
piss. I don't
You're
like
not
nothing.
You're not a
Nobody
very
likes
romantic
farts.
person. It doesn't.
I'm not romantic.
You definitely
Yeah, that's a crutch that I have. Crutch. That's a handicap, I
I
guess.
thought you'd like to have a friend that you just have sex
Yep.
with. Like,
Yep, 100%. I don't need to cuddle. I'm not hamming it up right now either. That's the sad thing. I'm not hamming it up.
This is
I
Jimmy.
don't
This is
like
Jimmy. This is
affection.
not
I don't
hamming it
like
up at all.
cuddling. I'm not gonna hold you for hours. It gets hot. Like when we're cuddling on the couch watching a movie, at some point I'm hot now. You need to get your hot ass body off of me. It's hot in here. Get this blanket off. I'm sweating. Like,
It's too
get
much.
away. Like, sit here. That's okay. But like, I'm like a cat. Like, I want your attention a little bit, but then I get off. I'm done. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
I'm done.
exactly it,
I'm
though.
done.
That's exactly
I'm
it.
sorry, but I'm not gonna sit here. Oh, let's cuddle in bed. Let me wrap my leg around you and cuddle. It gets hot. I get uncomfortable. I get a cramp on my side, or I don't want to sleep in that fucking position. And I don't need to sit there while you're or whatever. Like, not everybody snores, but like, I don't need to be right
But
there.
if they are snoring and you're hot, and,
And
their
I'm
body
just-
heat's already
and
making
it's
you
not
sweat,
my
what if like their
sleeping
back
position.
is on your leg and now you're all stuck
Yeah, and you got
together?
stuck, and you move. Fuck off! My leg is falling
I mean,
asleep.
I agree. I don't like sleeping with other people, like in the same bed and that kind of thing, because it does get hot. It's like I like.
I
having
get
my
very
own
hot
space
at
and that
night.
kind of thing.
Even
Like,
in the
it-
dead
even-
of winter,
Like I like
got a
cuddling
fan on.
and stuff like that, but getting like actually when you're trying to actually sleep, like don't touch me.
I
Like,
just feel bad because I don't sleep very well, so I
Me neither.
flip back and forth, and I move around all the time, and like
And that
good luck sleeping around
that
me.
motherfucking My Pillow cocksucker. I bought 2 My Pillows
Oh, no, he got
like
you.
6 or 7 months ago.
damn.
I ordered them. It was like a 2-for-1 deal or whatever. I only paid like $40 for 2 big ass pillows. I needed new pillows at the time,
Right.
And so like really needed new pillows. So I'm like, oh, this crackhead, because he is an ex-crackhead. If people that don't know about
really
that
is,
guy, which good for him for building this big ass empire, scamming people
figured it out,
with his
didn't he?
stupid ass pillows. My neck is sore every fucking day I wake up. I have to. You would think I was Hulk Hogan. You would think I've been wrestling for 50 fucking years. I get up every morning. I'm selling, and I'm sitting on the edge of my bed like.
Here we go again.
And I
Like,
gotta,
take the snake
and everything's
in,
clicking
Beyond the mat.
yeah, that's
Remember
me
seeing
when
him
I wake
in
up.
the morning,
Yes.
and he's like,
I have to sit there and I'm like getting up and everything's popping and clicking and ripping and all this stuff and I have to.
is it from the pillow though?
I don't. Oh no, that's not the pillow. That's just my stupid ass body. But I'm always uncomfortable, and then my neck is always really
just
tight.
didn't
It's
work.
really stiff.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
morning that I wake up. So, anyways, good lord.
Well, I think we gave you guys a good show.
I think so. I think you guys know more about me now than you ever needed to fucking know.
But they can go back. They can go back and search this type of stuff
Don't.
too, because we've got a lot of old shit on here. as
Don't.
well. Laura said, and I'm gonna go through the chats one more time, guys, before we hop on out of here with this fun old Spitting Venom Radio show that we have, episode number 66, by the way. So we've been back at it regularly for 3 months now. Which is pretty fucking legit. I'm
Awesome.
happy about that. And we make it work, y'all. Like our schedules are always hard, and it's always tough to get everybody here at the same time, but we make it work.
For me, it's tough because I work overnight, and
Yeah.
I'm usually working when you guys are recording, that kind of thing. Like
Doesn't
yesterday,
your schedule like rotate? Or
It
you
doesn't
don't?
now.
Oh,
'Cause
now it doesn't?
I choose to stay overnight, so I don't have to rotate and that kind of thing. Plus, I like being overnight.
Oh no, I'm sorry. With that I know. I meant like your days off.
Yeah. Like I'll be what to say Wednesday. Then I'll be off. I'll work next Wednesday and
Right.
Thursday, but I'm off this Wednesday and Thursday.
Right.
Then I have to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'll be off next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
But you got
so.
Tuesday with us next week,
Yes,
so maybe we'll have Bob here as well. So we'll have everybody here to
maybe.
record and roll. And so then over there at YouTube, old Laura Spangler said, "Please get Jimmy liquored up for Friday night try. This is great." Spoiler alert: we always get Jimmy liquored
Yeah.
up for Friday night try.
You guys won't think I'm very fun outside of this, probably.
Sorry, guys, but Jimmy is always liquored up on Friday night try. And then back over here, we got good night, guys. Good night, you all. Thank you all for joining us. If anybody else has anything to say, let's hear it now. Jimbo,
I don't
you
need
got
to say
anything?
nothing else before I get in trouble.
Who are you gonna get in trouble by?
God,
You're
somebody
your own man.
out there.
You're your own
No,
goddamn
I don't
man.
mean like by a partner
I'm a
or
man.
anybody. I just mean like in general. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm gonna say something.
You got
So,
anything,
Rick?
before we roll?
Nope, that's all good. For
All
me.
right.
Thank you
Awesome,
for joining
guys.
us.
Good night, you all. We love you. Y'all have a great night. Next week, we're going to have another top 5 of whatever we have, and then we're probably going to have a couple of subjects that we can cover and we can talk about, because the show we're figuring out exactly what our ideas are that we want to be doing, and I think the top 5 thing that Rick came up with is a great idea, because I mean, as you see tonight, like top 5 foods. I would have thought we just went through it, and I didn't, I didn't think that we'd be able to get this. This is a lot of time that we spent with it, but that's good, man. We'll be able to make it all work. So, good night, you all. I hope everyone has a good night. This was fun. This is always great. Join us tomorrow night. It's probably going to be me and Ralph tomorrow during the day, because he and I are going to go to wrestling. Jimmy and I didn't go to wrestling this week, so I'm going to go tomorrow night just because.
Is he going up there?
I feel like I got to go. No, Ralph and I are going to do a show tomorrow. We're going to do like an hour show. Just a regular hour went for a walk, got lost type deal. But
so you are going up there tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm probably going to. Yeah, I think that I don't like missing.
Yeah.
And then
Now I feel bad.
No, I don't feel bad. Because we'll be back up on Monday.
Are we going Monday?
Fuck
okay.
Yeah!
All right.
We're back to we're good to go.
Business as
man.
usual.
I just got my paycheck. We're good. To go.
Okay, sweet.
I just got my work paycheck, so now I don't have to be jumping around too much for a week, and then back to normal. Hey, I'm gonna take advantage of this.
And everyone, don't forget.
Exactly.
Don't forget.
Good night, guys. We love you. Thank you all for joining us.
And
we appreciate you all giving us our best night ever on YouTube, by the way. So that's always a great accomplishment that we can have. So good night.
And as you lay your head down tonight, just remember, Mariah Carey's coming.